Thailand.
There it is. It's on there now.
Stephen and Warren, who won't shut up.
Good evening.
Hit
that like button. Quick, we need the likes. We need the likes. Get those likes going.
Yeah, when you're ready, no worries. How are we doing, everyone? All good? Hope it's coming through. Robert Redmond, Monk, everyone. Yeah, could do. I've been running. I'm at Bryan's tonight. There they are over there.
Yep. So we do have guests tonight. So we do have proper guests tonight. Hi, Bryan. Hi, Ned.
I've moved and my internet is still not on, so I've got problems.
Typical.
Steve Monash, I've retracted one of my comments. Quite right, or you're banned. Yeah. We have Steve Monash. He's a moderator. He's new, so anything can happen tonight. I will unblock you all at the end of the the live stream. I really am sorry. Martin Black, nice new house. Yes, very happy with it. It's wonderful. I will be showing more of it. The furniture's in, the stuff's in. As soon as the internet's in and all running properly, I'll be showing the house. I did say in it I wanted more privacy. I'm not going to show it. It was just the windy, the you know what's up. No worries.
Robert Redmond, happy birthday.
38 yesterday. Well done. Well done. Another 12 years you can come out.
Happy birthday, Redmond.
Well, Robert. And hello. Good evening, sir. Oh, they're all coming. Oh, man, good evening.
Good evening, David.
SK from Melbourne. Good evening, sir.
Who's from Melbourne? David SK. I'm from Melbourne too. You're a good guy. Make him a moderator, Kev. He's from Melbourne.
We got enough at the moment. We'll see how we go.
He's a good guy.
Those Mexicans are invading.
And is a moderator, isn't she, Kev?
No, on your channel. So hit her.
And Elizabeth.
Good nice to have a female on there.
Peter Ernest, thanks for having me as friend on Facebook. You're welcome, if that was to me. I do believe it was. Good evening, Drew. All the way from Tokyo.
Tokyo, Drew. Dun, 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 dun.
Tommy Blanchard, good evening. Day State Fox, good evening, mate.
I'll be tracking who's.
Good evening to Ray Gould. Just got back. Thanks for your advice.
Ray Gould, hi Stephen, not hi Warren, hi Kevin. Very rude.
Towball's in the house.
Towball, Mr. Towball.
Tim, sometimes in Thailand. Where are you if you're not?
Yeah, it's a good point, isn't it?
Yeah, Robert Redmond, have you all now on IG and Facebook in the gang now? Oh, we got another gang. Too many gangs. There's a lot of gangs.
Don B in Melbourne as well. Go the Pies.
Yeah, do you know what? I never noticed Stephen's shirt. Show us it again, Stephen.
Do we have to go through this?
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Baron Palmer, good evening, sir.
Good as you.
Handley, John Fisher. Something about the West Coast Eagles, I've no idea.
That's the Melbourne football team, Kevin. They're in the grand final, I think. Australian football team.
Yeah. Sinister from Australia. Brian Johnson, good evening, young man.
Anne Elizabeth's got a question there for you, Kev.
Who?
Anne Elizabeth. Question for you.
When you just moved, how was the change of address handled with immigration? What form and who did it? Now, you just take your passport, your old contract, your new contract. They change it, change address.
Oh, pretty easy.
Stephen, an American in Russia and Southeast Asia. Make your mind up.
Steve Luyton was asking a question. How long can the police in Pattaya use roadblocks?
As long as they like. There's hundreds of them.
Yeah. But it just reminds me, I was watching a few videos from Facebook this week of the young blokes without helmets running these roadblocks and then the police chasing them and the police footage of, the back streets of Pattaya trying to catch these motorcyclists. They got no chance, honestly. These kids, they're maniacs.
You wouldn't believe. I have got to get my car dash cam going. What I missed the other day because of it would have been fantastic on video. Young lad, motorbike, the policeman stepped out, he spun round him, he done a U-turn around the police officer and shot off the other way. Unbelievable.
On the run into the city today, I got some footage on this, right, of a set of traffic lights. We were green for 7 seconds. I was on the left-hand side of a truck, right, and I was pacing the truck going through, and then the truck seriously had to slam his brakes on halfway through the intersection because a bus came through.
Yeah.
From right outside. Mate, if I was a motorcyclist and gunning the lights like they normally do, mate, it would have cleaned up a dozen motorcycles, that guy. Seriously.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Barma, enjoyed your Wednesday hideaway meeting. It was, thank you very much. There was Daniel Bell. What's your favourite bar in Pattaya? I don't have one. I don't go out often now, and it will answer another question. I'm not single. I have a partner. I live with a lady, and I'm doing nothing to upset that apple cart. I'm very happy. Yeah, it makes a change. Right, and hello from Cape Town.
Wow.
Good evening.
Just wonder how the buffering goes on Cape Town. That's a terrible place to get
Yeah.
Ian Bowden, heard any more fines for standing on the back of BART buses? It seems to be another one that they're not pushing it. In the news from Pattaya 1, it did state, they stated there was several complaints of being fined. Not complaints, notifications of people being fined. That's why I put it up. Oh, Peter, what's it like? Soy 7. It's Soy 7. Pandora Bar, still the best bar there. It's very busy. The others, it's September. It's still very, it's the lowest. September is the lowest month. Come on, you two, say something. I know it's me.
Yeah, I was gonna be nice, but
we just give you the first half hour while.
Well, it is. We've got Pat in Ireland. Good evening. Yes, Chuck and Paige. I'm pleased. A brilliant night. Beautiful couple.
Dalo's asking about the road toll in Thailand. Actually, the video I did today, we were out at Ducati and we were talking about the whole new license thing, the over 400cc, and there'll be a sort of I made some good comments on that piece of video once I finally cut that. But yeah, the road toll here in Thailand is pretty high. But seriously, you know, looking at these Ducatis on the showroom floor, seriously, people don't realise that those Ducatis, those top-end Ducatis, they're faster than the Formula One, right? And even if you're a racing car driver, it takes you 10 years before they put you behind the wheel of a Formula One. Yet you can go out today, get a motorcycle license, and you can get yourself on a Ducati 1200, which is faster than the Formula One. No wonder the bloody road tolls are high.
Don't wait for Kev to slow down; he won't get tired.
No, that's for sure.
The road toll in Thailand is astronomical. It's one of the highest in the world. Okay, and you can't if you go on the internet and type it in and try to find it, you won't find it. It is astronomical, the road toll. But some people know how much it is.
Where?
I'll find out for you. Road toll in Thailand's incredible, Kevin.
What, expensive?
High. People dying. Like motorbike drivers never die. It's huge. I know the figure, but I don't want to say it. I think it was something like 350 a week or a month. I can't remember. I'll find out for you next. Well, I'll tell you next week. It's horrendous. Anyway, where are we?
Ian Bowden, will you, Kevin, be filming the opening of Terminal 21? Yes, I will.
Yeah.
Yes, I will. I'll film the opening of an envelope. Anything, don't matter.
In slow mo too. Where are we?
Shit stirrer, what's your ideas on renting a motorbike in Phuket for myself and the missus to see the sights? Good idea or bad idea? Oh, you have to be very careful in Phuket. You really do. I enjoyed riding around all over Phuket, but I saw many accidents, so it's dodgy.
Well, here's some statistics I found for you, Stephen. This is 2013. 73% of road deaths are motorcycles.
That's hard to believe.
Right. Four-wheel cars, 13%. Heavy trucks, 2%. Pedestrians, 8%. Cyclists, 2%, and other 2%.
They give you numbers.
And those in 2013, it was 24,237 persons, a rate of 100,000.
24,000 dead.
Road deaths. That's right. The estimated number of road traffic deaths in 2013 at 24,237.
You're going to be kidding.
But that's 2013. That's 5 years ago.
Oh, yeah, but what's that? We'll have a look into this.
Yeah.
Well, I think Mal told me. You can't read it. I mean, what rhymes were? I don't know how you got that. But I think Mal said about 350 motorcyclists a week. Would that be right? Calculate that right?
Accidents. I don't think deaths, but yeah. But what they did say recently, is like that 73% of motorcyclists, something like 60% of those accidents or those deaths are unlicensed.
Yeah, but there's another thing they're not putting in. How many people are in comas and things like that? Geez, it'd be interesting to look into this. It's well hidden and it's not public knowledge. Whatever.
Yeah. Also, Bruce Kelly's got a song crane deaths motorcycle.
Oh, that's horrendous.
That is.
What was that last year? Do you remember? They made it public.
It was 400 in the first day, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh. It was things I've seen. I suppose you guys have seen it too. Oh, they dropping wheelies. There's water all over the road, and the crowds there. Ugh.
Anyway, Paul R, worth remember that the entire family can't be on the motorbike at the same time. They usually are.
There was part of life in Thailand.
There was something that came out yesterday that the police in Bangkok will now crack down. They've been ordered to crack down on passengers not wearing motorcycle helmets.
I was at Land Transport on Wednesday morning. Nan's passed her driving test, but she passed it on Sunday.
Yeah.
And she had to go back. I gave her the paperwork. She's passed. She had to go back to do the license, take the photograph and get the license.
Yep.
Was jammed solid in there. 3 hours and 50 minutes just to get the license. That's without doing a test or anything.
Yep.
3 hours, 50 minutes waiting to get the license. It was solid in there.
You check my video, it comes out tomorrow of me, my run on Wednesday.
So it is working. It is working. Front of the brim, mainly 98% guys that they're getting their licenses.
Anyway, the whole family on a motorbike, it's crazy.
Steve Akerman, someone told me today at the gym that they were being fined 1,400 baht every couple of weeks for his Kawasaki because of the noise. The motorbikes, even cars, have to be as from manufacturer. They're taking off their exhausts and putting these big mufflers and stuff and making them noisy. It is actually illegal here. And if it's not manufactured from the factory, you can be fined for it. Yeah.
Andy Stubberfield's got one before it disappears. Road accidents in Thailand, second in the world for road accident deaths after Libya. 24,000 people are estimated to die on the roads every year. 73% killed motorcyclists. June 19th, 2017. Interesting.
Yeah, just The modified, that is the worst. The worst nuisance on the road is the motorbike and the sidecar, the little shop, the little food thing.
Oh, they're fun, aren't they?
Absolutely murder. But
You like it when they overtake you on your left when you turn in a corner. When you turn on the left, they come in on your left, and
yeah,
that's fun.
Will any of you celebrate Louis Vuitton November? Yes, we will. I'll do a video on it. Bryan done a good video last year, right, around the lake, Matpachan Lake, Pattaya Droner, check his Louis Vuitton, Matpachan Lake was a brilliant video.
Yeah, it's always a nice, colourful video, that one.
Oh, he thanked me. He didn't give me any money, he just thanked me. The bar girl Soy 7 ran out and launched a bucket of ice cold water. Yes. And that is also one of the problems. They put ice in the big barrels. It's no fun when you're on a motorbike. I do not ride motorbikes in the Songkran.
I don't go out during
Bookham Dano, okay. Good evening, Bookham Dano.
Yeah, but getting back to the whole thing, like you should see some of these riders here in Thailand. It is ludicrous. Now they'll get on a sort of 1000cc, and all I'm going to do is see how they can drop wheelies. What is that? Like, what is the mentality behind that? It's just testosterone going overboard,
Yeah.
Yeah, rightfully enough, mine's a 650, and if I really gun it from a light, that'll lift the front wheel in first and second gear. But God, that gets scary, And I've been riding for like 50 or 40 years, so what gets me is these young kids. They get on these bloody monstrous bikes and they've got no clue how to ride to start with. Half of them don't have a license to start with.
Yeah, a lone traveller. Do you know any rooms or condos for rent for a month with cooking facilities? You're going to need to go on a monthly. You're going to need to go on Airbnb. They can monthly rentals, apartments, no problems. They can't do weeks and 2 weeks. They can do a month.
Kev, did you see the one Andy Stubblefield got in up here in Sukhumvit?
Yeah, yeah.
That was amazing. 177 or 6 nights.
One in Cozy Beach was absolutely stunning.
Yeah. Way to go.
Yeah, Airbnb is the best for monthly, as long as it's a month, apartments, Airbnb.
Yeah, great stuff.
Steve Akerman, ADVTI channel showed a motorbike modified that has a pizza oven in the sidecar. You can put anything. They really are good.
Mate, the one I love the best, Kev, is the wok full of oil. When they got that one, they're driving around with that. Oh, don't want to hit your brakes. How'd you get burned? Severe burns.
And when you're riding down Nuremberg 1 and they've got the fan on and they're cooking chilies.
Oh, yeah.
And the chilies going and blowing across the road.
But I mean, how would you be, right? Kev, if you're crossing the road and they hit you and your face lands in a wok full of oil.
Oh, wouldn't it be funny?
Oh, yeah. There's foreigner to be his first day in Thailand. Good on you, buddy. You here for good?
Okay.
Who's that?
Foreigner to be.
Where is he? Oh, can't find him. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, good on you, mate. Foreigner to be, I know you.
Yeah, don't forget he's got a channel too. We'll make sure we put the channel links for these supporters here at the end of the video.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Foreigner to be, get in contact with me and Warren. We'll have a bit, if you're in Bangkok, we'll have a little bit of a sipper with you or something. What are we up to?
SUKAHORN, that is an excellent, yes. I saw an accident straight in front of a taxi I was travelling in. I jumped out and tried to help, but the bloke was dead. When the coppers came, they attempted to blame me for the accident. Yes, be careful with that. That does happen. I've been there and driven on. Unfortunately, you cannot afford to get involved, even to help. They will try it. It happens. Good evening, Dan Boza.
Okay, Mr. SUKAHORN, you've been sent the link. It's on your messenger.
For it to be, Joe, are you here now? Has he arrived in Thailand?
That's what he said. He says he's arrived today.
Yeah, for good. Well done at last. Hope to see you very soon.
He's a good guy, eh?
He's not a good guy. He's a brilliant guy.
Yeah. He's got a nice fresh outlook on the video style as well. You know.
Yes, yes, he has.
His channel's going to do some great stuff.
How easy is it to get to Nong Nooch Gardens from central Pattaya? Do you need a motorbike taxi from? Yeah, you will. It's quite a way along Sukhumvit towards Bang Sarai. It's probably just before Bang Sarai. Worth going though. It's beautiful there, and it's not just all about flowers in there. There's a hell of a lot. So,
Kev, look, can we turn the camera around a bit more to the left there, right? And then when Nid goes to get into the cabinet, right, underneath the sink, when she bends down, so we can get a zoom in there.
You dirty old man, Warren.
If we'll sit a little bit to the left, right, is it all right?
We can't go, Brian.
She's not in the cabinet anymore. Come on.
You're going to get...
Brian, you're wrecking the film. Give one of the girls to sit there.
They're asking for me to move the camera onto the sink, so when Nick goes to do the washing,
she bends down. Yeah.
She bends down under the sink.
Yeah.
So you've got a better view than me.
Yeah, we got the best
Tell
view.
Brian to swap spots. Go sit with it. Tell him to sit where he's sitting.
Brett, how often do the buses leave for Mecca My Station?
There you go.
There's name. Hello. Buses for Mecca every 30 minutes, I believe.
Yeah.
I believe every 30 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, the little buses are the big ones.
I'm not on heat. I'm just a
don't get
Look out, SUKAHORN's arrived.
Oh my God! Another guest.
I'm not on heat. Oh, he's arrived. Good evening, young man.
Oh my God! Hey, SUKAHORN, how you doing?
John, turn your volume down a bit on your speaker, mate.
Yeah. Oh my God!
1 second. Hang on.
Down a bit on your speaker.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going funny.
It's pretty bad, mate. I don't know what's going on.
Well, he's in Australia.
We're right now.
Hey?
We're right now. How are you, fellas?
Yeah, that's okay.
Good, yeah. There will be a lag because he's in Australia compared to us broadcasting in Thailand. So it's about a half-second delay, which will give you about a 1 second lip sync out of focus.
Yeah.
Hello, Kev. Did you get your drone license? I've put in for everything. I am still waiting for the license. The people that put everything in, they forgot to put my insurance in to the whatever it is, CAAT, and they've now asked me, well, where's your insurance to get your license? It takes forever. If you're here coming on holiday and bringing your drone and expecting to get a license here, it takes a lot longer than 4 to 5 months. Oh, Pattaya Droner's in there. Come on.
You can go to the local police station and get a form to fill in your details. Like you have a drone, wherever you're at.
Right. You can now go to the local police station and fill in a form. Yeah. And take your drone for you. Right, you can go now to the local police station and fill in a form there. So that is the latest update.
So what does a tourist do, Brian, when they come
in? They come in on holiday.
Yeah, obviously. Go to the top of the class, Kevin. What do they do about their drones? Can they fly their drones over here if they're on staying here for 2 weeks? Yes or no?
No. They can do, but they have to go to the police station with their drone.
Okay.
So what about insurance?
Serial number.
Okay.
What about insurance? Because the fact that the biggest thing about this is the insurance, right? There's so many.
1,000 baht. Oh, but it's 1,000 or 2,000 baht, the insurance.
Is it right? Okay.
Kev, you were saying, Kev, just quickly to change the subject back a little bit, you were talking about before going off to Nong Nooch Village down there in Pattaya. You did a video on it recently, and you showed the boys around the place. And you said that the fee was 500 baht to get in.
If you haven't got a motorbike license, it's 150 baht if you show your bike license.
I remember you could get into Nong Nooch Village. It used to be 10 baht to get in. 10
baht.
10 baht to get into the joint.
Yeah.
How times have changed, eh?
When was the last time you went there? It's about 50 acres bigger now.
I think I went to Nong Nooch Village first time in 1982. 1982, I think it's opened. It hadn't been open long.
It's massive. It's huge.
It was nothing in those times.
To get around it.
There was nothing in those times, but you could see that, the trees and everything in the lakes they made, and it was going to be beautiful in years' time. Be beautiful now. From what I saw, when I saw your video, it all developed. It was lovely. Some beautiful settings there. Beautiful.
Stunning there now.
Need to settle low on the chat there. Why could you could just walk into the camera and just say hello? Come on.
I was looking them all on. I'll get Mal's mum over here. Would you eat? Red hot, mate.
What about international license? Yes, someone did say how long do they last? Well, they last a year, but I think you can run them something like 90 days a time, or I don't think they last in the same country the full year. But at the same time, that's if they're up on them. So who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, I actually looked at that the other week. An Australian international license, the website now does say that it lasts for years, so you get it renewed every year. But
the Australian one?
The one from like if you went to an NRMA and got one from the NRMA, it lasts for 1 year. You pay the fee, it lasts for 1 year. But tourists are only here for a maximum of 90 days anyway. So,
John Holshopple, good evening, mate. Yeah, I'll see you very soon. That's brilliant. Yeah, about a week. Are you going up to Chiang Mai or somewhere first, aren't you?
Where are we?
$20 for the international license. John said it was actually $35 when I got mine, and I had to pay that every year. But again, the $35 was an insurance coverage. The NRMA are actually sort of indemnifying you for any accidents.
Okay. What are we up to?
Eyes of a Tower. Good at you.
Oh, for God's sake.
I don't pull anything. There they are. Look. That was me can of Pepsi just gone.
How you going? Sorry, crap.
There we go. Let's have a big thumbs up for Ned.
Thumbs up for Ned.
Hey, thumbs up for Ned.
Eyes of a Tower. We'll put a link in the channel in there. Oh, that was me going.
Oh, those baked beans are working.
They're working. They're working. Some nice deals on a go, but looking for recommendations for LT, hotel or condo 3 months. Again, Airbnb.
Yeah, I think it's the way to go, Kev.
Thomas, I have retired visa already. Brilliant. Well done. We've probably missed. Can you allow the tiger as a pet in a condo? Probably not. Just don't let them know you've got it.
You can have a dead one in there if you want.
Yeah. Steve Monash, if anyone gets accidentally deleted, I'm still in training. Steve Monash he's potty training for moderator.
Got his training wheels on. That's why the questions coming through.
Yeah, SUKAHORN, you was going to say?
And Mr. Monash, he's well experienced. He knows his ways around the traps in Thailand. That's for sure. I think
he knows his bruises from his Sheilas.
Yes, mate. I'd say so. I'd say so.
Martin Blunt, nice pad, Brian. Go on, sorry, Kev.
Sorry, mate. Stat for you, Thailand has the most unfaithful in relationships in the world, according to a Gerdes survey. Denmark was second, Italy third, United Kingdom ninth. Well, I think United Kingdom are just better at hiding it.
No, it's the men. It's the men. It's not the women who are unfaithful.
The women are good. It's us men.
It's the men who are unfaithful in Thailand, not the women. If a woman marries you in Thailand, they'll be loyal to you. They won't stray. If they're going to wander, it's because you've wandered before. You're the one to stuff up the relationship in Thailand of a Thai shield, or not them. If you get that far in.
Usually the case.
I'm with you there, SUKAHORN, not SUKAHORN. Is it SUKAHORN or SUKAHORN?
Say anything you like. What is in the name, says Shakespeare. SUKAHORN's fine, mate.
In Thailand, you're with a Thai woman.
Australia.
They carry one of these things under their bed, under their
bed. And they shower.
Right, and if you stray, they'll be feeding the ducks in the morning.
Do they still have that on the front pages of paper? You used to be able to see that in the Thai rack, every second day. Peter Copper there, and he's holding the duck up by the neck, and they take the duck out, and they drag a bloke out in a stretcher, and he'd have blood all over the stretcher, and there used to be common occurrence on the front page of the Daily Rack. I don't know if they do it anymore.
They don't hear so much about it these days. That's unfortunate. But it's an old Thai saying: "Don't stray, or she'll be feeding the ducks in the morning."
Very true. Yeah, I've married two of them. I wouldn't like to take any chances. That's for sure. Yeah. No thanks.
Major tsunami, right? Is it?
402B just asked a good question down the bottom there. I came on a 30. Go on, Kevin.
Sorry, mate. I came on a 30-day tourist visa and need some advice on how to get my retirement visa. I meet the monthly requirement of 65,000. Oh, come round my house. I'll help you. 65 grand a month. I'll help you all day long. No, easy enough there, mate. Are you staying in Bangkok or up around Pattaya? Be easier to come down to Pattaya. We can sort that. Have it done in 3 weeks, 2 weeks even.
Yeah. Hey, Chanya, get Archie Luxury on here. We're working on Archie Luxury.
Where is he?
Oh, he'd be in bed now, I'd say. His kids are on school holidays. He'd be in bed by now, Arch. He'll have a live show coming up early in the morning. He'll be tucked away by now, I'd say.
Yeah, he said he was going to come on, didn't he, SUKAHORN? But he was a bit busy this week. He had a few problems with things, and he'll come on, I guess.
Yeah, he's got a few problems under the belt at the moment. But,
but he said he'd come on.
Yeah, he'll get there. He'll get there. He's keen to come on. He's definitely keen to come on, but I'll needle him again. We'll get him up eventually. We'll get him there.
Good. Yeah, good guy.
Well, I'm actually going to respond to Darlow's question about the ducks and feeding the ducks. Yeah, no, sort of. Unfortunately, Darlow, the actual operation does require the full member to become a ladyboy. Otherwise, you just become a what do you call it? A eunuch. Is that right?
Yeah. Where are we? Foreigner to be. Get on a bus. It's 108 baht. Say hello. Come and say hello.
Where are we?
We got Eyes of the Thai on here now. We've got Pattaya Droner, and they're sitting here.
Yeah.
Thumbs up. Come on.
There we go. Another thumbs up. More thumbs up. More thumbs up. That's what we want.
Minty Flicker will be getting a normal, very pleasant, nice Archie Luxury. Hello, you. Yeah, no, we'll be getting a nice Archie Luxury. I hope.
Yes, yeah. He's totally different bloke off screen or when he walks into someone else's house, How he performs on his channel, well, that's his turf, isn't it? But, when he goes somewhere else, he's the perfect gentleman, I assure you, fellas.
Yeah.
We've all got a persona on YouTube. It's not necessarily what's what you see is not necessarily what you get in real life. He's like a big teddy bear in real life. He's very relaxed and gentle. Nothing like the persona you see on YouTube, that's for sure.
Mm. Yeah, I've been watching him for years. He's good.
One at the SUKAHORN, has Dead Farang stopped vlogging? And I know you meet him regularly, so you can give that answer.
He actually came around earlier on today. He was over here yesterday. We did a vid, and he came over today. Yes, he's going to be doing videos in the near future. He wants to get back into. He'll be back into Thailand, going back to Thailand shortly after the finals, after the football finals. He'll be going back, and he wants to start pumping again. He's going after he wants 100,000 subscribers. He wants that plaque. He wants that little plaque.
What's he got now?
Oh, 90, almost 91,000, I think, something like that. Over 90.
He's been doing a long time, hasn't he? Warren, where'd you put me glasses?
I'm wearing them.
What?
Stuart Dearman. Yeah, sorry, Stephen Monash, but it's okay. Stuart Dearman, Jeff Carter, I believe, will be here in November. I believe.
So
I could speak to him.
Okay, gentlemen, I'm just going to go out and have a trial. Be back in a minute.
You're going for a poo. Brian Frame, if I stay in Jomtien, how easy it to get to central Pattaya? It's easier than 1, 2, 3. Straight in 10 baht from the beach road, Jomtien. DF, are you expat for? DF is my favourite vlogger, funny FKN guy. He's more than funny. He's excellent. He really is. Where else? Gone quiet now, Stephen's gone. William Markov, every Wednesday, the next meet night, every Wednesday. In rush hour, maybe 40. Yes, it can be. Getting down to Prayer Road and around into Second Road is pretty much a nightmare for the BART buses. Cheap Charlie was in the band Proclaimers, 100%. Gaza, Sweden, homeless foreigners on the rise in Thailand, according to CCTV English. I'm not sure I believe that. I can't say I've actually seen any in Pattaya on the beach. They might have dug one up for a documentary, but I've not actually seen one on the beach in Pattaya.
There's a lot of this stuff going around, and it's sensational news, right? It gets headlines, but it's not real. It's not real news, right? They're all on the Trump bandwagon. Fake news seems to sell papers. What can you do?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think a few years ago, wasn't it? There was a big effort to get beggars off the street. There used to be a lot of beggars around, just people putting their hand out for money. But I think in the last 5 years or so, that's been cleaned up a real lot.
We do our best. It gets difficult. That's fine, mate. Give me a call when you're ready. Yeah, no worries. How much pound worth today? About 16 ounces. I don't know. It was 42.51, I believe, earlier today.
Yeah, Martin Blunt's there. Like he said, I made a great point of smiling in my last vlog. Well, I got something to smile about now.
Oh, so you should have that money.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I've got a Thai smile now.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hey, China, what's SUKAHORN's favourite bar in Pattaya? And is it still about?
I don't think it's there anymore. There used to be a bar right in the main drag of Walking Street. It was called Australia Bar. Not the Kangaroo Bar, the Australia Bar. And they had accommodation, you know, full of Aussies and, you know, Aussie flags. And they used to have the footy up there on the wide screen. And it was right in the guts of Walking Street before it all changed. But they used to have a bit of accommodation upstairs. They had accommodation upstairs. And I think it was 250 baht a night. I took my daughter there once. I think, you know, she was 16. What's that? 14 years ago. 14 years ago to, you know, that place in Pattaya, and you know, she didn't mind it. You know, she was sitting up at the bar, you know, by herself. You know, she didn't seem to mind. You know, well, I went out and had a bit of a wander around. I remember one night, you know, got tangled up with this, you know, this Russian couple. Ended up, you know, staggering. You know, it was grand final day actually, staggering grand final day. Anyway, she was propped up at the bar, you know, having a burger and a beer at 10 o'clock in the morning when the footy came on. I waltzed in. She didn't ask any questions. She was smart.
Okay, good stuff.
But it's the Australia Bar. It used to be, you know, great little, you know, pub. You know, you could even get Aussie beer, you know, there in those days. But I think that's, you know, long truly gone. You know, like so much of the property in Walking Street's been, you know, developed and then redeveloped, and the bars have sold out, and, you know, they've changed it from accommodation to bars. But I went to Walking Street a couple of years ago, and I couldn't recognise the place. I could hardly recognise it from when I first saw the place many years ago.
I first went there in '96, I think it was. It was only about one tall building there, I think. I remember I was talking about it before. Yeah, it had the elevator, and had the glass elevator, and you were looking at the ocean when you went up it. I don't know where it was. I can't remember.
It's a comment there from Sinister. He had to turn the brightness down on his TV. It looks like the Thai version of Simon Cromwell. Thanks, Mini Flicker. What a pair of gnashes. She wants me to get Botox next to get rid of the wrinkles around my eyes. Take another 5 years off.
Don't muck around, Warren. Get a set of tits.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I have got that one for you there, Stephen. I made a big one, eh? How's that?
Good to come prepared, Warren. Very good, mate.
I did, yeah. I came prepared tonight, yes.
Yeah.
Steve Monash, love these recounts, John. Yeah, they're good.
Yeah. William asked, what's a good bar in Hua Hin? Just go down to Binter Bar. Hundreds of them.
Yeah?
When I first went to Hua Hin, there was one bar. It wasn't even a bar. There's one service station in Hua Hin at the time. It was called the Esso. And next to the Esso service station was a small little bar. Had about 6 or 7 girls in it. I'll tell you what, you wouldn't want to sit in the joint. They weren't, you know, they weren't overly, you know, gorgeous. But, you know, there was nothing at Hua Hin in the old days. A lot of the Thais used to go to Hua Hin for a weekend resort, you know, once they got sick of Pattaya, when all the, you know, foreigners started going there. And they stopped going to Hua Hin, and they went further on, you know, past Hua Hin, you know, down to you know, the next beach down. That's where all the Thais go mainly, you know, for the weekend. But in the old days, you know, Hua Hin was a one-horse town. You know, it was very beautiful on the beach. Yeah, if you used to get accommodation down there, it was $6 a week. $6 a week on the beach. You know, a house, 3-bedroom house. You know, nothing flashy or nothing, but, you know, it's, you know, for $6 a week, you weren't complaining.
Did you read Shit Stirrer, Warren?
No, I'm just reading Robert Redmond. I love a set of kids. So would you get 3 or 1 for the middle? Well, actually, you know, it is Thailand. They actually don't sell them in singles. You have to buy them in 4, in pairs. So I can't go for 3.
What is it? What is it?
2 or 4.
Warren, what is it? Buy one, get one free?
I don't know. Martin Blunt, you should borrow Stephen's shirt. Look, don't tempt me. I've got a shirt like that. I'll go and put it on in a minute. My beer's run out, so I might have to go and get myself another one.
Loz around Pattaya said, is vape still illegal in Thailand? Yes, it is.
I see people doing it though, Kev.
You see them all the time. You see people riding motorbikes with no crash helmet. It doesn't make it legal. It's still illegal. You can be fined. You can even be fined and hit for smuggling, bringing vape gear into the country.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a horrendous fine for it.
Yep.
Yeah, so you know what they're like. One day it's all right, they walk past you. The next day they let you for 25,000 baht.
Yeah, I think I in a recent vlog I did up at a market, the Tronbody market. There's a big stand, a good 3 meter wide stand. It was full of vaping gear, all the juices, everything else. Obviously, he didn't get the memo. I didn't put it on. I didn't put it on the video. I didn't want to get him into trouble.
Or he's paying the right people, was.
That's another thing as well. We don't talk about that. Yeah.
That doesn't happen in Thailand, you know that.
That's right. It doesn't happen in Thailand at all.
And there's no prostitution in Pattaya.
No, there isn't. Not seen any for 3 years.
Yeah, they went down and what was the government went down and investigated and looked through the place. They didn't find anybody.
No.
Which I expected, Kevin. I expected that.
There was one they pulled in 50. They were shocked. The authorities were shocked to find them. That was from Coconut Bar.
Yeah, I read that one. Yeah.
Yes, it was in the news.
Should be driven out of the country.
So I drive up and down there all day looking for one, and they found 50.
How do they do that? What they bribing them to come out of the woodwork or something? I don't know.
I suppose.
And it showed just to show they're doing something.
I know what they're doing. They're driving up in a Ferrari. Right, they're using a Ferrari as a bait and switch sort of thing, you know. Drive up to the coconut in a Ferrari, then all the girls will want a piece of the action, won't they?
Yes.
Yeah,
hello people. How are you, mate? Only happy people in Pattaya, and that's all we want. That's all we want.
That's exactly right.
Go to Bangkok with the other two miserable gits.
Get out of it. No, you come here with a smile on your face. You come to Thailand with a smile on your face. Leave your dirty habits at home.
No, your habits. Keep your dirty ones.
Oh, well, you know.
Yeah.
What's the law with drones?
Been there, done that. Watch the replay later.
Yeah, we had a big discussion about it. So if you want to go back later and have a look at it.
Pattaya Droner would cut and paste something in there for a second.
Pattaya Droner might type something in there for you if he's not busy. Is he busy? Let's have a look.
Pattaya, Mr. Droner.
Is it? Let's see.
Can't see past it. Yeah, he's busy. He's busy. He's typing now, I think.
He's eating and he didn't offer anybody anything. Oh, my God.
What are we up to?
Gaza, Sweden, years ago, the #1 go-go bar in Jomtien was awesome, mainly rock music. It was awesome for the music. It was owned by, I do believe, an officer or two, and the music was awesome in there. The big screens showing it, the music, like from YouTube, and yes, the music was awesome. That was about it. The rest wasn't so.
Darlow, do you guys ever get stressed out? Well, I was stressed out. I was stressed out last Wednesday getting my license. Seriously. Oh.
That's because of all the police roadblocks now.
No, it's just just the runaround. You know, like in Australia, you can just walk in, get a ticket, fill out a little sheet of paper, hand it across the counter, do an eye check, and then bang, you get another 5 years.
Yeah, well,
it takes half an hour.
Yeah. I went and done it, Warren. I got rubbed around, clowned around. I just accepted it and did it. I was told and sucked there for hours and hours and whatever.
And do as you're told.
Yeah.
Jed Griffiths, I hate to miss TalkBack Thailand, but I'm in hospital and today I'm not with it. I hope you all have a good night. Well, I was sorry to hear that, Jed. I hope you get well soon.
All right, mate.
Yeah, definitely get well soon.
And if you're in Thailand, you got insurance.
Are we going?
Good evening, gentlemen and Jono. Oh, what's that about?
Yeah, I saw that, Kev. Good on you.
I'm trying to pace myself. I had one at 7 o'clock. I've got to wait another 10 minutes, but I might break the rules. And
good on you, Woz. I'm going to go grab one myself, mate.
Okay. Just hold the fort down, okay?
Jesus Christ.
Right. We're nicking out before they nick out for a smoke, okay?
I don't smoke, Warren.
Yeah, right, yeah.
What
are we up to?
Two of them gone to a poo.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Oh, both going to get a beer. Can't do it one at a time.
Oh, where's the beverages tonight? Well, I've got the usual.
Yeah, I got my Coca-Cola.
Stephen has a fridge under his desk.
Yeah. And a straw, you can't see it.
Yeah. Bintman, I visited Phuket the other week and it's so overpriced. The meals on average are nearly double in some places. PP and Krabi are classed as national parks, so you pay an additional 400 baht to enter.
Yeah.
Come to Pattaya. What can I say? It's beautiful. The Krabi and that PP, they're beautiful.
Yeah, they are.
But you will pay for it. Yes. They spend a lot of money there, keeping it beautiful. I hope.
Oh, of course they do. It doesn't go on. They put it back into the island, all of it, every cent.
Yeah, yeah. Tom Allen, nothing worse than a sad, angry Pattaya drunk.
Why do they all drive Mercedes Benz? Thought I'd throw that in.
Now, what's the best way to get English TV? Well, the best way, stay in England.
Yeah, stay in England.
There are many, many ways here. If you go through the cable channels, you'll get 4 or 5 English channels. But you can get a box set up for your Wi-Fi, plug it in, and you can have any channel in the world. I think they cost about 7,000 baht one-off payment, and you will get every and any channel around the world. I have only Thai TV, or I would sit indoors watching it all day long, and you wouldn't see a video from me, so I can't have one.
Notice how I didn't say anything, Warren?
Yeah, you haven't said anything. I just raised the ante.
Look at Dano.
Look at that. Raise the ante. There you go. I've got one better. That requires a screenshot.
Certainly did.
Oh my God.
You only see it here on the live stream. Come on. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed.
Traveller, can anyone give me a shout out, please? I could do with more likes and subscribers. We all got to start somewhere, right? Lone Traveller. No, sorry, mate. So everyone check out Lone Traveller. We'll put I'll check your channel. If it's rubbish, no. I'll put it in the descriptions board in my box at the end of the live stream.
You want to grab that one, Warren?
Yes, I've got his channel. He's got a camper van. A mate of mine did that a few years back. He sort of bought himself a camper van to go touring around Australia, right? He got as far as Melbourne, shacked up with a woman, and that's as far as he got.
Yeah.
Now he's living in Queensland, bastard.
What do you guys not like about Thailand?
Warren Gerdes.
Yeah, what?
That's a start. I'll be honest with you, and I will say there is only one thing I do not like about Thailand, although I can because of the heat, but it's like a 12 hours night and day. Getting a good daylight hours. Like in Spain, you would have 16, 17 hours of daylight.
But then in winter you got down to only 8. So
yeah, well, in England, not in Spain, you get down to about 10.
Is that okay? Yeah.
But in the summer, you can still be light at 10 o'clock in the evening.
My turn now. One thing I don't like is the main thing is the noise. You know, when you go to shopping centres and they've got their microphones up full blast, and you know when they're going past in their carts selling food, it's just full on noise, and you know it's window shattering shit.
Yeah,
that's noise.
Michael Richardson put the link to Bethany on my webpage. Looks like they're getting hits through my page. Thank you very much, Michael.
That'd be nice.
God bless you, mate. Lone Traveller, I spent 4 months a year in Thailand. Where are you wasting the other 8?
Looks like Spain.
Ed, China, do any of you guys use Thai friendly? No, I don't. None of us do really. We've all got partners.
We are all partnered up.
Yeah.
So
I believe that's the place to go. So Thai friendly.
2 months until I need to come back to the UK to normality. In another 2 months, November, December. All right, mate. Too many skyscrapers in Pattaya. Sorry, boss. We've got to get the people squeezed in somewhere, mate. If it was all bungalows and chalets,
I reckon you could squeeze a few more condos in there.
We'll always squeeze a few more in, I'm sure.
Yeah. When it comes to Bangkok,
Turkey, Michael. Was that meant to be Turkey or Turkey? I have no idea. I don't know what Alanya Turkey is. Can you say it in English? Wasn't keen on the music blasting out the cars parked by the beach there, but the big truck outside Jomtien Market is awesome. Yes, it is. There was also a Mercedes Sports, a green one with all the big wheels and like a monster truck.
They got music pumping out of them.
Yeah, you get loud music on the beach from cars in Spain.
Yeah, I can't handle that.
Around the world.
Yeah. Well, look, mate, when I go to the shopping centre and they pump that music out, it drives me nuts, mate. I got to leave. Just too loud. Eardrums are vibrating.
But where's the green screen? I'll be using it. So
no, Kevin, let him. He's using the green screen now.
I'm using it now. Yeah,
sorry, mate.
Mr. SUKAHORN's using one.
I'm on the beach.
I'm in Korea.
7. Thai women take care of their partner more than Western women. Here, married to a Thai. Yeah, mate, they do. They are wonderful.
Agree there.
Yep.
You look after me good, yeah?
And my ex in Australia.
Just looking at me like what you're on about.
My ex in Australia, we had a great, 20 years together, and she looked after all that sort of stuff and looked after me, and we had a great relationship. But I tell you what, it is chalk and cheese. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't trade Chanya in for anything.
Good stuff, Warren.
So, Warren, can we ask the final cost of that new smile, sir?
Well, it's fully paid for, 315,000 baht.
Oh, Jesus!
But the bottom ones, the bottom set of 6 here, they're again ceramics. They go in next Friday.
Wow, that was a lot. Yeah. That was
third the price of what it would have cost.
If you're happy, then and they look good. And if you're
happy, and would brush your teeth.
Yeah, mate. Talk about oral hygiene. I've gone to brushing twice a day now. God, I want to.
What? You can take them out and do that, or?
No, you can't. These ones here, you can't take them out. Not like Kev's.
No, yours are all screwed in, aren't they, Kev?
Thumbs up for that. Worth every video of it, Steve.
Yeah. Maybe I just got to plug it and hopefully people help pay my bill.
Adam Sheldon, how do the local Thais afford late model pickups and cars?
Oh, interesting.
They can get 7 years, maybe 8 years on finance. Yeah. So it's not like England 3 years. I think England you may get 4 years. Thailand you'll get 7 or 8 years on finance. Mm-hmm. So
why not?
Why not? Why not?
Warren, you asked, I think in your last video, you were talking about the properties in Bangkok, and you were surprised. Why don't they put a lick of paint on them?
Yeah,
And you said, you couldn't understand that, why people don't, put a lick of, paint on their house. Yet they've got these big flash cars and they're driving around the streets of Bangkok with them.
That's crazy.
Well, that's the exact reason why. Because they're driving around the streets of Bangkok, everyone can see the car they're driving in. but they can't see their home. You know,
Yeah,
so
well,
they're essentially bunging on side.
That's the thing, John. They don't really take people back to their house. If they have a get-together, it's usually at a restaurant or a whatever.
That's right.
People, they don't invite, very rarely do they invite people back to their house. So the car is very important. Listen, I go up the road here, guys, right? And just before you go in the shop, there's a side street shortcut, and there's these shitty houses like sheds, right? They're living on them. I don't know if they own them. They've all got new cars parked in the little shed. It's just, I don't know.
It's bloody crazy.
To me, where we're from, I think John will agree with me. Your house comes first, car second. But over in Thailand, it's
car first,
it's car first, house second.
House like fifth.
Yeah, probably.
Car, then I think the flashy. What else do they have?
Phone. You got to have a phone.
The phone, yeah. They got their 3 phones or 5 phones or 7 phones. Oh my God.
Yeah. John Alsop, I'll see you soon, mate. Enjoy yourself. What's it? 8 in the morning, you going to work, or you must be going to work.
Anybody got any questions for Mr. SUKAHORN? Fire them up.
Yeah, fire them up. Fire up plenty of questions for John O. So I'm going to have who?
He's going to put a suppository in.
All right. Was it one of those? Did it have a string on it? Did you see?
It was just too quick. Didn't quite notice whether it was a string or not.
Somebody asked before, did they have bar fines in my day, and how much were they? Yeah, they had bar fines, all right. You know, you had to take the girl, if you took the girl from the bar. 250 baht, 300 baht, was the max at the time. But I think it's a lot more than that now.
I wouldn't have a clue, mate. Really wouldn't.
Old Ockies, there's John still have his rice fields. They're not mine, they're my missus. They're hers. It's her land, not mine. But yeah, she's got about 200 rye in Campan Pet. She's got a very large rice farm. She was smart. She put her money into land. Buy. Yeah.
Look, this Mr. 747, this is a common thing we get all the time. Sure, I'd jump at the chance to give Chanya Thai lessons, to English lessons. She doesn't want them, right? English is a second language. They have absolutely no want to really learn English. This is Thailand, right? And I don't think people really ever get this through their thick skulls, but that we live in Thailand, the language is Thai, right? It's not English, right? So why would you go and spend money to go and educate them in English language if they don't have any need for it or want to do it, right? It's something that really surprises me why this keeps on coming up over and over again, right? God, yeah, if she was living in Australia, that'd be a different matter.
David Wilson, how much money do you make on YouTube?
Well, I think I'm still in the red after 2 years.
I'm right in the red. It'll take me a long time to get even. YouTube pays nothing. Seriously,
but
David.
you steal everything.
Yeah, I'm a good shoplifter. That's how I get on my cameras. Well, all 3 of us or 4 of us are shoplifters.
Well, I
everything's free on YouTube.
For me. I want a new camera. Steal one for me.
Yeah. Oh, I'll see what I can do, was.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you make nothing off YouTube, and that's the honest truth. And the way these guys are carrying on about it, I don't know what we last checked from you. My last check from YouTube was, I think it was $40, $50 for the month. I don't even think it was that.
Yeah.
I don't even bother checking it. That's how low it is. What can I say? And people just don't. You're working in Thailand. We're not working in Thailand. You've got to get a wage to work, don't you? Is that right? Aren't you supposed to get a wage? Ugh.
All right.
Anyway, I'm not going to go on about that. It's just irritating.
It's hot here because these people who complain, I don't know if you noticed, they also have channels. They've got, maybe 500 subscribers, 400 subscribers, 300 subscribers. They've had their channel for 3 or 4 years or even longer, right? They can't get an audience. They average 150 views per video, right? And they complain about us simply because of the fact that they're not getting anything at all. Like we might make sense in the the thousands or whatever, but they get zero, right? Yeah. They make shit videos, right? They've got no personality on camera. They are complete morons, right? Yeah. And they want to complain about everything in the planet because they're too freaking lazy to get off their ass and do something. Anyway, enough of my rant.
Yeah.
Was that it? You finished?
Yeah.
Yeah. 1 second. Come on, gentlemen, give him a clap.
We want a thumbs up for that one, of course. Yeah, my little rant.
Yeah, hit Kev with a thumbs up.
Complaints of jealousy, yes, they are.
Yeah, oh, well, never mind.
Drew, no, mate, you've got a great channel. I don't know why you don't have thousands of people watching your videos.
Yeah, Drew. Yeah, you got Drew's.
Yeah, it's already in the list. I've always get because Drew's a good.
You want to come on one night, Drew? You want to come on one Friday night?
It's like it's 3. They're in Australia, East Coast time, aren't they?
I don't know.
That's 11 o'clock.
I don't know what time it is.
I'll catch up with you later, Drew, and we'll see if we can do a bit of a test
yeah.
to see if we can get on you get you on next week.
Yeah.
Is it my shot next week, or is it Stephen next week? Are we going to get back to normal routine?
I think it's you next week, Warren.
Okay, well, I'll see if I can get
next week.
Get him set up for next week.
What are we up to? Oh, there you go, Drew.
Oh, you'd expect the new game fortnight, the top players who post on YouTube make about 10 million a year from YouTube. Over 3 million views per video.
Yep.
There you go.
The average cost is about $1 for 1,000 views.
Yes.
At a small channel, right? As you get bigger, you may get up to the $2 mark per 1,000 views because the ad buyers are paying more to have their ads on the bigger channels. But us small channels, like we barely make a buck for 1,000.
We're making nothing.
Yeah.
You're not paying your rent, that's for sure. Yeah. Ishmael Felix, hello from Vegas. Good evening, mate. Or good morning to you, sorry. Yeah. Are there places that sell good wine stores, not restaurants or bars? Yes, there are. There is one I saw on Sukhumvit Road, which is all Italian imported wine.
Not that anybody would ever drink Italian wine, but Liquorland does Australian wine. I've seen a few Australian labels in Liquorland, Foodland.
It's much more expensive though compared to Australia, though, as it was. It's very expensive wine in Thailand.
My mate come from Europe, SUKAHORN, and he bought some wine and it was fantastic. He bought friggin' Australian wine, would you believe it, from Europe?
Yeah, it's a joke.
Yeah. I've seen Taylor's in at Foodland, and right, Taylor's normally retails about $14 in Australia. They want something like $35 for a Taylor's over here.
Yeah.
No, I would never pay that. Seriously, not for a Taylor's. But
Warren, when I first got here, 8 years ago, the wine was just out of control. It was so expensive. It has gone down a bit.
Yeah, it's come down a bit, but
yeah.
But again,
I wouldn't say
a lot of labels not making a lot of labels that don't make the cut in Australia. I'm seeing on the shelves over here now in places like Big C, and that they're multiplying. But seriously, I wouldn't be drinking them. I was only an hour's drive from the vineyards in Hunter, so
yeah, Australia's very big for wine now.
I love my wine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Drew, weird question. As you may know, Japan has some crazy drink crazes here, like clear Coke, clear beer, etc. Anything like that in Thailand? There are some crazy names of drink.
I don't know. There was something like a black cock, wasn't there?
There's a black cock. Yes. Yeah. I'm at Bryan's. I haven't got my black cock with me. I am sorry.
Yeah.
I actually looked it up. It's actually black cock is a rice whiskey. So in other words,
whiskey. It's very nice.
Right. It's basically what they call it, lao cow.
Yeah.
I got punched in the face last night, Kevin.
Oh.
I got punched in the face last night. I walked up and said, "My mate reckons you can get black cock." It was bang.
Oh, yeah, you got to be careful.
Yeah.
Just how you say it.
Yeah, it's not when you say it, or the when you say it as well. Depends where you are.
Excuse me, sir. Have you got a big black cock? I like a big bottle, not a small.
Yeah. They do a World Cup now.
They've got to change that name, Kev. It's too confusing.
And was it the Black Bush? That was actually an Irish whiskey, is that right?
An Irish whiskey, Black Bush. Goes
Black
nice with the Black Cup.
Yeah.
SUKAHORN, isn't this an interesting conversation?
Yeah, I've seen the bottle King holds up. Yeah.
Yeah. What?
John, what's your favourite city then and now? My favourite city in Thailand is Bangkok. Always has been, always will be.
Good on you.
Because I've lived there. I've always travelled there. Bangkok first. But I was just saying to a dead friend the other day, the reason why I like Bangkok more than anywhere else is I found out more about the Thais in Bangkok than anywhere else, but doing business with them. Not being there as a tourist, but going and trying to buy off the Thais in bulk and in quantity and exporting products back to Australia. That was a very good learning experience about what the Thais are really like. And conducting business with them, is a lot different to being a tourist, especially if you speak Thai. You're extremely respected. If you're doing business, you walk in with an order book and you start writing out in your order book. When you're purchasing goods, you're not taken advantage of so much because if you're there doing business, they must assume, oh well, you've been here more than once and you know what's going on. But I always I have my missus in tow. She'd be somewhere in eyesight, but she wouldn't be doing have anything to do with the purchase of anything. But I found that I learned more about the Thais in business and and how Thailand is than just existing there or living there. They're very hard to do business with the Thais. They like to barter. They like to barter. It's part of the game. It's no good going in and saying, oh, how much is this? And they'll go, oh, it's 2,000 baht for nong lo, a dozen items or something. If you just hand over your money and say, oh yeah, that's cheap enough for me, they disrespect you. So you must come back at them all the time and try and undercut. Because if you're not satisfied with the price, it doesn't matter where you are in Thailand, you'll always find it somewhere cheaper. Always find it somewhere cheaper. I suggest to people when they go over to Thailand, they want to buy something, never buy anything the first time you see it. Look around. You'll find it cheaper somewhere else for everything. Like even if you walk down Circumvent Road and you want to buy something, you'll go to Chinatown and you'll buy it half price.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I found,
Yeah.
David Wilson only asking, I'm starting the channel for my first time, so why are you getting upset on my questioning about this? I live in Burryland. Who's getting upset?
I wasn't getting upset.
I haven't seen. Well, re-put up your question, and then I'll let you know.
Yeah, David, we get a lot of questions. We can't keep up with them all. They're just going bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
But no, we got no problem with you, David.
He retracted it.
As a Sweden, if there was an award for legendary, legendary expats, I believe SUKAHORN would receive an award. Watch his channel, folks. 100%, definitely.
Oh, that's really good. Excellent.
Yes. Check out SUKAHORN channel. Put a link up. One of you. I'm not very good at it.
No, we're putting all, ladies and gentlemen, we're putting all the links up at the end of the show. Okay.
Yeah, we'll put all the links up at the end of the show. Absolutely.
But if there is a question that doesn't get answered and you feel like we've missed it or something, that's that little $ down there, the super chat. If you put your question in a super chat, $2, I'm sure that Kevin will ask it or answer it.
You'll answer it twice.
Answer it twice.
Yeah. Certainly will. Failing that, put it in the comments at the end.
If you're sponsoring for $10, we'll all answer it.
Yeah, over and over again.
Mayhew, we were arriving in Pattaya this Monday. Met you a few times at the meetup. Is the meetup coming on Wednesday? Yes, yes, it is every Wednesday. Unless I put on my Facebook that it's cancelled for any reason, but I haven't done that for a long while.
G'day, Matthew Thomas.
Wilson. Bangkok is a dump. Horses for courses.
I don't mind it.
Courses.
I reckon it's a great city, Kevin. I like Pattaya. I like a lot of cities around here.
I like everything.
Nothing wrong with Bangkok. It's a great, full of action. Tyler, Bangkok's full of action. There's things to do everywhere.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, you don't like it.
That's it.
That's right, Stephen. That's right. Either you like Bangkok or you don't like it. There's no halfway measures, you know. And
John, there's action around every corner, even more on Pattaya.
Marmite.
Sorry? What did you say?
Marmite. You either love it or you hate it.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah. That would be Vegemite to you.
Yeah. Someone block Kevin, please.
Yeah.
What the hell's kegels? Do you think it was ENS? Do you think it's important for people to do kegels? Seriously.
What's a kegel?
Some sort of exercise routine. I think people are just sucked on too much of the helium air when they come to these exercise routines. We sort of managed all right when we were in the army doing sort of push-ups and sit-ups and, and the normal sort of, bending and stretching, and that kept us thin. All these new fads, they seriously don't do any difference. Get your heart rate up. Anything that gets your heart rate up will be good enough exercise for you.
Soy 6 will get that up.
Yep, and there's nothing wrong with soy 6.
Yeah.
No.
Right? So the bit of
McIntosh, hello to Kev-In-Thailand. Nice to see you. Had no time to be sad as a visitor this week from Hollywood, California. Chuck and Paige, absolutely fantastic couple. No time to be sad. Brilliant. Chuck's a great guy. Paige, a fantastic lady.
Yeah.
I will put a link to their channel as well. They really are a great couple.
Yeah, right, Richard.
Richard, don't be naughty, mate. Don't put things like that up, please.
Yeah. Richard's been naughty on a few occasions.
Mm-hmm.
I'm itching. I ain't blocked anyone yet. I'm itchy.
You got your finger ready? Come on, Richard.
Red buttons on the desk, bang.
Come on, Richard. We don't want to block anybody, but you've got to be understand. There's ladies on there as well. They don't want to see that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Come on.
Gaz of Sweden just made an interesting observation that Pattaya is a totally different attitude than what it is in Bangkok. As I see, Pattaya is a lot more laid back, than Bangkok. You won't see a Sheila walk down the street, in thongs in Bangkok, will you?
Oh, no way. Oh, look, Patty is more towards the tourists, okay? And you got lots of touristy things to do there. Bangkok's really for Bangkok, well, for Thai people. And my preference is I like knocking around with Thai people. I don't like to see Farangs very much.
Yeah, mad at her. Sorry, guys, but can I get a work visa with a criminal record?
Yeah.
I'm not an agent. I don't know.
What you do is you go overseas and get it. You go to
apparently, but Bryan's got one. He says that you can.
Yeah, you can. But you do not apply for that visa in your own country, because you'll have to supply a criminal record, okay? Don't do it in your own country. You go, Singapore, wherever, and you don't have to supply a criminal record, okay? How's that, grab you?
Graham Johnson, it was a joke. Savoy cabbage Ritz biscuit. If you have to explain your jokes, I do suggest you do give up.
SUKAHORN, have you been with Archie to Thailand or been to Thailand together with him?
Yes, I've met up with Archie a couple of times in Thailand, but he's always had company over there. You know, he had a Japanese girlfriend come over and see him once in Thailand. They met up, and he's got a girl in Thailand he sees occasionally when he goes over there. Okay. Yeah, I've been out with Archie several times. You know, in Thailand, spent a lot of time with him. Never went to bars or anything. We just went out for dinners and took our partners out and, you know, drank in the room and sat by the swimming pool and enjoyed life. But
he actually does very good videos, John, I think.
We went out to Wat Phra Kaew together one day. He wanted to show the Japanese lady Wat Phra Kaew, and Archie, you know. Well, Archie's got the GoPro, the DJ Osmo out, and, you know, he's got it. Well, guess where Archie walks into? He walks into the Emerald Buddha Temple, you know, at the Grand Palace, you know, the one that's got no photography. Well, Archie got caught, didn't he? You know, it took me about 15 minutes to explain my way out of that one. You know, oh, jeepers, you know, I thought we were going to be banged up for sure. You're not meant to take photos in the joint, you know. And he's got the DJ Osmo out there. You know, he doesn't care. But he got away with it. He still got the footage. Yeah.
Pattaya Pariah, SUKAHORN. Can you tell the story of when you was locked up for knocking out a lady boy?
Yeah, I can. It was in Patpong. It was in Patpong, and it was this lovely little honey, you know, little pink mini skirt and everything. And I thought, this is lovely, you know. And we walked out of the bar, and I was half pissed, of course. And I went to have a smoke, and I dropped them, and I looked, and as I looked up at her, you know, I looked at, you know, her walking from the back, and I went, hey, you know, come here, you know. And I said to her, have you got a penis? She said, oh, no, not anymore. You know, no, not anymore. Oh. And I went, oh, what? You know, and I just snapped, you know, and I threw one. Well, anyway, it hit the ground. It was, you know, it was a starfish. And I'm just looking down, and, you know, all the ties that sort of formed a circle, you know, around me. Within 30 seconds, I had, you know, one arm was in a hammerlock, and I had another arm around my neck, and I was surrounded by tourist police and coppers. And I was dragged off to the, you know, they said, oh, you've killed a Thai citizen, we're going to charge you with murder. Well, I started, you know, I moved, you know, I put my foot, you know, next to her leg and kicked it, and it moved. So, no, it's not dead. Now, anyway, they've taken me back down to the cop shop at the end of, you know, Patpong, and they sat me down, you know, and they said, you know, why did you hit it? You know, why did you hit the lady boy? Well, I hadn't opened up my mouth, you know, terribly much until then, and I said, started speaking in Thai, you know, to this senior officer at the police station. And I said to him, in fluent Thai, I said, look, I'm terribly sorry for doing that, but if you could understand my story, I said, I worked very hard in Australia, and my Thai wife has saved this money, you know, so I could come back to Thailand and have a holiday. Now, I've gone out, you know, my first night in Bangkok, you know, I've gone out to a bar and I've picked up a lady boy, you know. How do I go home, you know, and explain that to my wife? And then I said to the copper, you know, I said, what would you do? You know, how would you explain that to your wife if that happened to you? And the copper just looked at me, he said, how many years have you been coming here? And I said, oh, about 10 or 15 years. And I said, all right, you know, and he said, what do you drink? And I said, oh, you know, whiskey. And so he said to the boy, you know, one of the junior officers, go and get a couple of bottles of Mekong. So he ran out and got a couple of bottles of Mekong, and I offered the copper a smoke. He started smoking. I was smoking Dunhill International in those days, and, you know, they used to like foreign cigarettes and ties. And so he's looking into the smokes, and, you know, we're having a whiskey, and, you know, I got pinched it was about 11 o'clock at night. They picked me up. You know, well, anyway, we've drunk a bottle of whiskey and smokes, and I thought we're all buddies and everything like that, and, you know, we're all happy little Vegemites with each other. And And about 2 o'clock, you know, I've jumped out of the seat and I said, "Oh, thanks very much, fellas. You know, thanks very much. You know, for the entertainment, I'll be making a move now." And this copper just pushed me back down in the seat. He said, "Well, you're not going anywhere." I said, "Well, you're not going to charge me, and we're all drinking here, and you're all happy." He said, "Yeah, we're not going to charge you, but what happens if you're seen walking on the streets again?" He said, "I can't let you go until everyone goes home." But he said, when everyone's off the street, you know, when everyone's off the street, we'll take you back. You know, we'll take you back to your hotel. So we proceeded to drink the rest of the whiskey, and I think it was about 5 o'clock in the morning. You know, there was a cop car that took me back to the hotel, and I was living down in near Bow Bay at the time, and it was about a 15-minute drive from Patpong. You know, in a taxi. Well, it was the quickest trip I've ever had home in my life. It took 7 minutes to get from Patpong, you know, back to Bow Bay. But yeah, that was an interesting night in Thailand. I'll certainly recall. I thought everything was, you know, all fine and chummy, but you know, they wouldn't let me, you know, my head, you know, go back out on the streets again, you know, because the coppers couldn't be seen let go a foreigner. And so that was many years ago. That was before I married my second wife.
Yeah.
There you go. Pattaya Prior, you got your story. Hey, thank you for coming on, mate. I do believe there was Bangkok Travels as well. Good evening, sir. And Nyland, Thailand, how's the form, everyone? Hopefully, Jono's showed you how the form is. We're going well this evening. Very well. Thank you for the story, Jono.
Can I just add a little bit to that? You know, I certainly do regret doing that, and that was out of pure ignorance, where I knew very little about Thailand. I no longer judge anyone. You know, when I go to Thailand, I don't care if they're a lady boy, they're a bloke, they're a Sheila, they've got one arm, one leg. I don't care, because they're all Thai. And that's what makes Thailand great, you know, their acceptance of everyone in Thailand who is Thai. And it's something, you know, very special and unique to Thailand, I find. You know, when they say the words Kun Thai, you know, that is very special, you know, very special indeed. You know, like, you know, their concept of, you know, of nationalism and the love of their country. You always hear the Thais, you know, they say, my country, my country, my country this, my country that. I never hear that in Australia. You know, did you ever hear that, Steve? Or was
I used to hear it. I used to hear that back in the 70s. Back in the 70s, Australia was the lucky country, right? And even when I went from Australia in '75 through to Scotland, I wore the Australia banner proud for 3 years.
Byron, I'm just going to go for a smoke or I'll start crying, okay?
Okay.
Oh, you've admitted to it now, have you, Stephen? It's not a poo, it's a smoke. Well
yeah,
done.
like it's
well
I didn't say smoke at all.
Bangkok Trap, yeah, the house is great. It really, really is. I'm loving it there. And I've left that picture up. I just couldn't, she won't let me touch it. I said, I'll take it down like that. So, no, I left the topless picture up there. Why not?
Yeah, Australia was a lucky country back in the 70s and had the best time of my life back in those days. It just, from the 80s onwards, it just started going downhill.
Yeah, you're pretty spot on there, was. You're pretty spot on there, mate.
Yeah. Everywhere you go, the national anthem is played. We was at the Muay Thai last night at the Max Muay Thai, and like they play the anthem before the start of the Muay Thai.
Kev, in Pattaya, sorry to interrupt, but Kev, in Pattaya in the old days at 6 o'clock, the national anthem would come on. At 6 o'clock every night, the national anthem would come and people would stand still in Pattaya.
If you go to Teppasit Market at the top end by Sukhumvit Road of Teppasit Road, in the market they play the national anthem at 6 p.m. and the whole market stops, stands still.
Still happens in some, you know, some of the outer, you know, blocks of Thailand, but all of, you know, Pattaya, you know, when the national anthem comes, you know, everyone would stop. That was a great thing. You know, I thought it was a great thing.
They play it twice a day, 8 a.m. and 6 p.m.
Yep.
All over. And in the roads, on some of the roads, on the speakers along the roads, they play it.
Okay, Drew, take care, and I'll talk to you later.
Night, Drew.
Take care, gentlemen. And Warren. Yeah, right, okay. Drew, you get one of these.
Australia is supposed to be a great country to live. Well, I dare say it is. I dare say it is. It's not the countries. England's a great country to live. It's the people running them.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yep.
Robert McIntosh, I'm a new subscriber to Kevin. Thank you very much. Appreciate the class you have while sharing your videos. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm not sure I quite understand.
Tell you what, Kev, something about your videos. Your videos, you're always smiling, mate. You always try to have a joke. You try to make people feel better. You know, like you.
You can't help it here.
Yeah, I know, mate.
Well, that's the thing. Like, isn't that what we're supposed to do? Like, we do these channels. We all have our own unique style. Kev's got his style. Stephen's got his style. You've got your style. I got my style. You know, but generally, we're happy. We're happy that we're here. We're happy to share our experience, right? No, we put our life on the line for everybody, and really, we get a few detractors, but you know, generally, the feedback we get. Kevin, just a Bevan and Kurt. What? Kevin, I thought somebody was timing out Kevin. But yeah, like we just generally like Thailand. It's not. What people don't understand, as I said in my last video. You know, there's pros and cons, right? If you start to weigh it up, right, it'll either be good for you or it'll be bad for you. If you don't like street noise, if you don't like the decor of the housing, if you don't like the subculture of the Thai happiness, because they're always, you know, at each other's family throats, you know, then that's going to obviously put you down. So stay in your own country. But the positives always out the negatives, in my opinion. You know, and that's why I'm here.
I'm back. What did I miss?
Someone just asked me, do I, you know, plan on staying in Australia permanently? No, not until my son's education is completed. I've got a 10-year-old little boy to my second wife, and not until his education's completed. But what I would like to do ultimately is, you know, when he's off to university, he can look after himself. I want to go and live on my wife's property in Thailand, in Kampan Pet, and I want to teach English. Sorry?
Kampan, where's that?
Kampan Pet. She lives in Siam, Kampan Pet, about 400 kilometres northwest of Bangkok. Very little, small little rice village, Siam. You know, it's a one-horse town, but you know, there's very, you know, typical Thai country people growing rice. You know, very, you know, basic poor people in general. And I'd like to go there and teach English, you know, eventually, or, you know, try and give back, you know, something, you know, to Thailand. You know, that's my ultimate goal is, you know, myself. I want to go and live there and birth my wife's family over there and try and help them and maybe help some kids at school, you know, help them to speak English a bit better.
Fantastic, mate. Good.
RU4XP, how's the shop coming on? Well, Chanya's still doing her beautician course, which is the tattooing art, which is the Thai women are in this fashion that they want their eyebrows tattooed, they want their eyeliner tattooed, they want their lips tattooed. Honestly, I don't get it. I'm a guy, but
you should get it, Mark.
They pay a fortune for it, and she's learning that particular style of beautician art for her salon. And I've seen some videos they've posted recently, and she's doing pretty good.
That's the latest craze now, the tattooed eyebrows.
Oh yeah, seriously.
Save them. What do they call it? Mascara, don't they? On the eyes.
Well, actually, an eyebrow pencil, they're paying.
Eyebrow pencil, sorry, yeah.
Eyebrow pencils, they pay like 200 baht, and they last about a month. You know.
Yeah.
It's always fascinated me. Why did Why do Thai girls shave their eyebrows?
Well, they're not. The craze now in Thailand is the wide eyebrows. That's the current style.
They
Oh,
tattoo.
my missus has got the the tattooed eyebrows. Like every time we go over, you got to get the tattoos always topped up. I'm lucky. There's a dentist in Chinatown, right next to a tattoo shop. So when I want to go to the dentist, she goes and gets her eyebrows tattooed at the same time. But to me, when I look at a Thai woman, they're not very, don't have a lot of, pubic hair, and why they, shave their eyebrows and they put a big black line on over their eyes, and get it tattooed up. I still haven't worked out why, but but many of them do it. Many,
Yeah, I didn't know about the shaving. Chanya's never shaved her eyebrows, but she's always bulking them up with an eyebrow pencil. But again, it's something to do with the shape.
Byron, can I ask you a personal question?
Go on.
Do you eyebrow pencil under your arms there?
Da, 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 da.
That's coming in real handy, that was.
It is, yeah. When I come in your live stream, I'll bring it with me, okay?
Right, they're all arguing amongst themselves over Brexit and the pound.
Are they?
Yeah. Let them carry on. I'll go and have a poo.
Yeah.
Right, let's smoke instead.
Yeah.
It's a cigarette.
You don't smoke, do you?
Yeah. Someone asked if I had a Saint Yank tattoo. No, I had 0 tattoos.
Too scared.
I'm too scared. Yeah. Thank you, Brian. My Thai girlfriend has her eyeshadow tattooed on. I assume they would have hurt like no. They probably do. I don't know, but a lot of them have the tattoo eyebrows.
Right. So when we get tattoos, normally there's just normally a solution they put on your arm for a numbing agent. But Chanya's already told me they're actually using a xylocaine-based gel. Right. So it makes everything numb. So.
Sorry, Juan, I was laughing at the comments.
That's all right. just keeping the conversation going.
How are you going with the comments, John? Have you got it up there?
Yes, mate, I can see them all.
But he doesn't read as fast as us. This is his first time he's seen the comments go this fast.
No, mate. These are very civil. Come to an luxury live stream in the morning, mate. See what goes on there. This is extremely civil, gentlemen.
When are you on next on his live stream, John? I've never seen one.
In the morning, 8:30.
Put it on the chat channel next time he goes on. We'll go over and have a look.
Yeah. Oh, you'll be 5 o'clock in the morning for you, mate.
Oh, how long does he go for?
Oh, we do what's called a pre-show live chat. And it's just a bit of a warm up, for Archie, to get his act together, and we get on, what have you done for this, blah blah blah, speak about, what videos he's put up on the channel, etc., or any drama or whatever, and then after that, he gets 3 or 4 blokes onto specialist watch blokes, and they discuss watches, with very intently.
Okay.
Tattoos in Thailand, we're talking about tattoos. There was often, especially when AIDS sort of became a real concern, for the Thais. There were some people who were contracting AIDS, from tattooists, and a lot of them, were sort of shunned. And recently I read an article in the Bangkok Post that they want to regulate all the tattooists now. They've got to have a special, health certificate, if they're tattooists. You used to go down to Judajak Market and used to be tattooists down there. They wouldn't even change the needles, so you wouldn't know what was going on.
Well, that's the problem, SUKAHORN. Most people just are completely ignorant to the art themselves, right? If you go into a tattoo, look, I've had many tattoos. If you go into a tattoo artist and you're asking for a tattoo, the first thing I'm watching is that he's unsheathing a brand new quill before he goes anywhere near my arm. But people don't even bother to pay attention to those little things, right? People are so damn ignorant these days, right? And when it comes to their own personal health, right?
With temporary tattoos, what they used to do is they used to use, you know what letraset is, Warren? Letraset?
Yeah, letraset, yeah.
They were using letraset. They would put the tattoo on, stick it on the arm, spray the tattoo on, temporary tattoo, and then take it off and put it on the next customer.
Yeah.
Right? Now, what they're peeling off blood vessel, they're putting it on, it was disgusting. Yeah. And a lot of the tattoo artists were doing that as well. They were using my stencils to make tattoos, like they go with a gun and so forth. And yeah, it was bad. Yep. I had a big campaign about trying to stop them, and no one would listen. Yeah, it's disgusting. You want to put it on your arm, take it off, and put it on the market. What's this? Blood vessels, there's hair, there's pubic hair, there's pizza, everything on it, and they're slapping it on someone else. I mean,
every tattoo.
Where did I get that rash from?
Every tattoo I've had done, I've watched them. They take the stencil or take the photo or whatever I'm having done. They'll put the overlay on it. They'll actually trace it out right onto the stencil material. They'll coat the arm or your back. They'll then rub it on, take it off, and then they'll start to do their work, you know, and they'll unsheathe the needles, you know, they'll prepare all the inks. You'll see the inks in little tiny cups, right? If you're not seeing that sort of stuff, just get the hell out of there, really, you know? It's just common sense.
It used to be a bit rough down at Chutterchuck Market in the old days, mate, really, like it was just a couple of stools, now a few sheets, discerning what shop they were at, and I used to think, you'd be game to go in there, but plenty of foreigners, get a tap down at Chutterchuck Market in the old days.
I know one of the latest crazes here they're doing in Thailand is spelling mistakes and things like that, or not so much spelling mistakes, but Thai slogans when translated are quite demeaning because the foreigner's got no clue. Seriously, you're a twat, really. Wake the hell up, right? Your government's not going to save you, right? Take a bit of personal responsibility these days, Thailand is great if you take personal responsibility. If you want somebody else to take responsibility for you, you're going to be in a world of shit.
Yes, definitely, 100%.
More so in Thailand, was it? If you do the wrong thing, you do the wrong thing over there, you're going to be in the lockup a lot longer than what you are going to be in Oz.
Yep.
It's very easy to get into trouble over there if you haven't got your wits about you. But do you walk down the street in London, Kev, necking a bottle of whiskey, or you don't walk down the street, Steve, walking down the street, Flinders Street, Melbourne, necking a bottle of whiskey? I don't see why that should be accepted in Thailand either.
Oh, it has to be, mate. You can do anything you want in Thailand, apparently. I read that somewhere.
Oh, right.
You come over here and act like a pig.
Warren, how much was you got a crocodile tattoo on your back?
Yeah, that was my own art.
How much was that?
Oh, your own ass? What do you say? He's got one of his ass.
My own art, A-R-T.
How much was it?
That one was 8,500 baht.
How much?
8,500. Oh, that was 8 years ago as well, or 7 years ago.
What are you got a big crocodile on your back?
I was checking.
Yeah. Steve Monash, he says, can you do a series of visits to a tattoo artist, Warren? Well, the guy that we were looking at down the end of our soy here, he moved 2 major streets away, and somebody else is running the show now. And I'm the place looks nice and swish, but I've heard no internal gossip about how good the guy is. So I still want to have a sleeve done. Chanya is very much against me getting a sleeve done, but I want a sleeve. It's just one of those guy things. If you like tattoos, you know what sleeves are. If you don't, then Google it. But yeah, I want to get a sleeve done. I was quoted 12,000 to have a full sleeve done, and keeping the original art here, making something around that original art along the whole arm. And they wanted 16,000 baht for that, which I thought was a bit on the steep side, but again, you know, I've got to do a bit of shopping around too.
Good question there from Mr. 747, gentlemen.
Yes, I've been trying to get that in. Is there a town or place you go to in Thailand and always get sick? Every time I'm in Phuket, I get a tummy bug. So does that happen to you guys? Very rarely, very rarely. I got it once in Second Road in Pattaya. I had to go to the clinic and have injections. But no, that's the only time.
I think it's, Kevin, when the first year when you're here, you get sick. But after you get ready to used to all the bugs and the bacteria in Thailand, because it's different in our countries, you're fine after that.
Building your immune system.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
Even if I've known some people, even when they, clean their teeth and they wash their mouth out with water from the tap, the sink, that's a very quick way to get sick. You've always got your bottle of water. But
don't drink the water in Thailand. Well, why would you brush your teeth with it? God,
that's right. But some people do.
In Bali too, they can't drink the water. They're rinsing their mouth with friggin' tap water.
But this brings up a really good question, right? Like I have a lot of American friends that I speak to all the time, and look, seriously, I cannot count how many times I've heard the comment, "I need to go and take my meds now," right? Because they're so into taking meds. Like I haven't taken meds for 50 years of my life. So my mother made me take meds up until the age of 15, right? Because I was an asthmatic. Guess what? I soon quit asthma when I stopped taking all the meds, right? The pharmaceutical industry doesn't cure disease. They make repeat customers, and people haven't got a clue about this sort of stuff, right? And seriously, if you're on meds and you come to Thailand, you have no idea what the organisms that you're going to encounter in Thailand are going to do and react to those medications that you're currently taking 24/7. This is one of the biggest problems that people don't realize.
Okay.
Sorry.
So you should be.
Shut up.
That's his third drink tonight.
Well, no, seriously, like it's just one of those things. People think that the world just revolves around them, right? They'll go and take all this medication. How about just taking care of your health, right? The planet survived 10,000 years without them.
Read David, Day State Fox. I have a W on my...
Gaza Sweden is Pattaya Prior in the building. He is somewhere. He asked a question and then he's disappeared. But I'm sure he's about. Yeah. Warren wants to rent tonight. He does. Is it your turn next week, Warren?
Yeah, but I'm not going to rant. I'm not going to rant on my channel. It's all right.
No, I am.
Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, hit the like button there.
What's the risk of bad weather for Murray in late October? I'll get me glass ball out, whatever it is, I'll have a check. I've no idea. It'll be either sunny or rainy or sometimes cloudy. But it'll be hot. I do not have a crystal ball. Anyone else got a crystal ball, Warren? You've got crystal balls. You got a crystal ball to the weather?
No, I've got a pretty good app though.
We're looking for end of October.
I can't look for but end of October is pretty safe though.
Bangkok travel. I've had a quad bypass and have to take medication for the rest of my life to stay alive. That's a fact. It depends on what you've had. If you not just bypasses.
Vitamins. Vitamins. Oh, people sort of saying, what about the
bypasses? If you've had an organ transplant, you're on medication for the rest of your life. Can't help that one, mate.
Yep.
But Warren says you shouldn't.
But again, what brought about the issue that you're taking the meds for? Again, it's a health issue, isn't it? Right.
I think you're on about antibiotics every 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, look, I know that was one of the things I was on up until about the age of 15. Antibiotics, asthma, everything, Intal, Alupin. Oh my God, my mother's a hypochondriac.
Yeah.
right? And she wanted to make sure that I was always sick. Sorry.
All right. Oh, he's firing up good tonight there, Kev.
They want reality. This is a reality channel.
Blood thinners and beta blockers the rest of my life. There's another one.
Yeah, me too. I'm on them. I had a heart attack. I've got to take that stuff. I had a heart attack a few years back. Now I've got to take all that shit every day. Plus, I've got prostate problems. I take one for me prostate. Otherwise, I can't piss.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, that's another Bangkok.
That's easy to fix. Don't drink.
So I was a fat person. Again, it's all weight related. It's strain and stress. So there you go. But you're a lot thinner now. You're about a third of the man you was, aren't you, John?
Sorry, I missed that, Kev.
No, sorry. Bangkok Travel. His name's John as well.
Oh, sorry.
I'd have said Jono, wouldn't I?
Sorry, mate. Sorry.
He was 3 times the size of what he is now. And when you're carrying all that around, it's stress on the heart.
Yeah, it is. It's real stress.
Kev, did you get your glasses in Thailand? You wouldn't believe. 38 baht. Tukkom. They're not good. You can see they glare, but for 38 baht, I don't care.
I guess people do also need to know that I've never really been in hospital. I've never broken a limb. I had a knee arthroscopy when I was 22 years old. That's about the only time I've ever been in a hospital. I've never taken drugs. I've never taken, anything from the pharmaceutical industry.
I had a stroke last week, but there was 2 of them. I couldn't reach the other. There's your luck.
Mr. 747, don't be naughty.
747, naughty. What happens if you die in Thailand? Do you get sent back home to be buried?
Who cares?
For 2, no, you can be cremated, buried here.
Yeah, get a Ziploc bag.
Yes, no, you can be in the temple. You can have a cremation. I had a friend in Pattaya. Beginning of the year, he was cremated in Pattaya. I'll be honest with you, I didn't fancy it. I'm not sure what I want to be. I didn't fancy it. I didn't like the ceremony in Pattaya. So I don't know what's going to happen to me. I suppose I won't care.
Reap debts. What do you guys rather to build a house over there or just buy property? Look, maybe in a couple of years I might buy a house. I don't know. I mean, Mal owns this house, but just the price of rent's incredible. It's just so cheap over there to rent. Yeah. And then you can if you buy something, you're stuck there, and if you don't like it, well, you got to get rid of it and buy another one or whatever you want to do. So I'd advise you the first couple of years just to rent, and get the feel of the place, and if you're happy, you're not going to go. You're happy and you know it. Stay there. Or, by all means, buy a house. The houses are cheap as well, but rent's extremely cheap here.
Rent's very cheap here. It does become a problem if you get married. They want a house.
Yeah.
We'll cross that path later.
William Markov, is Tim Sharkey still in Pattaya? I hear nothing from him for a while.
I saw him about 4 months ago.
Yeah. Is he there or he's back in Australia?
He was here 4 months ago.
Oh, okay.
He's an Aussie bloke, isn't he?
He was
on the Gulf Coast. Yeah, he was on the Gulf Coast.
Yeah, he's actually a New Zealander.
He's New Zealand.
Yeah, he lives in Australia.
Someone told me I thought he's back in Australia.
I don't know.
Someone told me he's back in Australia, Sharky.
Yeah, I saw him here about 4 months. He does have an apartment in off a second road.
He takes care of. He's. Oh no, he's another bloke. I'm sorry, John. Sorry.
Yeah, all right, we'll get off of that.
All right.
There we go.
How's the new house, Kev? It's great, Stephen. Brilliant.
I didn't say anything.
Stephen.
That's all right. I just, it's work. I just took the piss out of Kevin. I got 2 of them tonight. Where are we up to? If you marry, you normally settle down to one place. Bryan Fry, is it? Look, if you buy something, you're stuck there. That's what I'm trying to say. And I think Kevin says the same thing. I think Warren's got the same deal. You're better off to rent for the first couple of years. Make sure you're 100% happy where you are. If you decide to buy by all means. You get a good deal. You can't actually buy a house. You can only get, what is it, 49%? I think you can buy. You have to get 51% with the Thai partner, so something like that. Whatever.
On a village,
gated community, you can buy the whole lot. A house in a gated community must be gated. You can't buy a property. You can't buy. You can buy a house. You can buy as many as you like, but you cannot buy the land. So if you put your house on your girlfriend's land, you can own the house. But I mean, if you get shitty with it, well, make sure it's on wheels.
Yeah, absolutely. I did say if I bought a house, once I sell my house in Spain, which still isn't sold yet, I would look, but I would be, I'd be looking for something to do up as a cash buyer. And the day I moved in, it would be up for sale because it would take that long to sell it. Could take years. So that is what I would do. And then I would go again.
Mr. 747, Shucky gave it to the Pattaya police. Yeah, he did, didn't he? Yeah. He's very popular with them, I guess.
The apartment, yeah. It
was moved to upset the coppers and
yeah, it looks like it's a nice house there where Bryan is. Kevin's transmitting from there at the moment.
It is
give him a little bit of a spin around there, Kev.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very nice.
It's a nice house. It really is.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Got a swimming pool as well. What does he pay for that? What does he pay for that? How much does he pay for that?
He's got it at $15,000 a month. So.
Well, you look at what he's. I don't know if you've seen the one film that Kevin's done. You see, he's got a big garage, swimming pool, house. It's very, very good condition, and he's paying that amount of money. So I mean, why would you want to buy
land? It's the other side of right round the top corner of Mapachan Lake.
Yeah, you've got a really, really good spot as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't beat no one land in the gated community. No, you'll pay a monthly maintenance charge for the garden and everything. But I mean, that's better. So who wants to do gardening?
Yeah, but that's the only chance you've got to own in your own home by yourself.
It includes the bins and everything. Outside the roads, electric. Yeah, normally about $1,000 a month, I think.
But you can buy 100% of a condo if you want. So there's your options. Where are we up to? Warren's gone all quiet. What's the matter with you, Warren?
I'm just reading these things here. If there's anything I can comment on. On there for Kev, if Kev brought
there's another thing. Where's it gone? It's flying by. What about leasing the land? You can lease the land for 30 years or 50 years, whatever. Maybe that's another way around it, but I don't know. I'm not sure I would trust it.
Yeah, if you can trust your lawyer to write the lease properly, yeah.
Yeah, and they don't sell the land or sell on the lease, or it's just something I wouldn't want to get involved with.
So if you're in Australia and you had a leasehold contract, you could pretty much front up in front of the judge and say, but this lease here says blah, blah, blah. And, I've bought in good faith. They can't do that. And the judge will put the side on your side because, everything's in English. But if you're going to do it in Thai, all right, the lease is going to be in Thai. You don't know what the actual wording means, right? You're really sort of banking on the lawyer you've had to sign it to do the right due diligence. But again, how much did you pay him? You don't really know, do you? Right? And when it gets in front of the judge, when you're going to dispute the fact that your 50-year lease outweighs their right to sell the property, right, and the person they've just sold to wants to then build a condo, right, you've got to be in front of a Thai judge to argue your case, and sorry, you're going to lose your house.
Yeah.
So this
Kevin,
is
sorry, Warren, you finished? Bitman1, Kev, you have done so many vlogs now. Do you run out of things to vlog about?
Never. Never.
Oh,
Pattaya's changing all the time. Always new places, new things. Places being knocked down, rebuilt. It will go on forever.
Yeah. There's always things to vlog. I mean, people, there's lots of vloggers over here, and they're vlogging everything. I mean, yeah, we find it hard to find places to do something that's not been done before. But basically, I think all of us just do daily life, day to day, and show you what it's like to live in Thailand.
Well, I've got enough vlogs here to last me the rest of my life.
Yes.
I'll die about Tuesday. There, you could go on for years here.
Just so we're square, like I'm not really having a rant. I'm just trying to just be a little bit more forthcoming with the sort of information that people seem to be a little bit naive about Thailand. This is a reality channel. This is what we're doing. We're trying to give you information to help you make those essential decisions, right? Thailand is not a bed of roses, right? If you don't know the inside stories, you don't know how to deal with some of the issues that you're going to encounter in Thailand, you're going to find yourself in a world of trouble. That's what we're here for, guys.
Yeah, James Honda, good evening. Kevin and gents, how's things? I'm sweet home, it's Friday, weather in the UK, 3 p.m. New pad looks good. Thank you very much. Yeah. Yes. Where are we? I keep getting this going so fast.
We have Mr. SUKAHORN here.
Good.
Yeah,
Go on, Stephen. Sorry.
We have Mr. SUKAHORN here as special guest today. If you want to ask him any questions, he's a vintage Thailand traveller. He was here in the 80s. 82, I think, the first time he came. Well,
74 was the first time I came here. Yeah.
So if you've got any old questions there for a young bloke, fire them away. Where are we up to? Shane. For police enforcing scooters, stores. Oh, that's for you guys. It's about motorbikes.
Yeah, Jim Proford, do you three guys feel your current homes are likely to be your last place to live? No, of course no.
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 Really.
No, too much about.
There's lots of options in Thailand. Lots.
Yeah.
Well, I've already said if they put the rent up here, next year in April, right, we're going to be moving out because seriously, they're just milking it. The rent's not going up down the street; it's just going up because it's a bloody foreigner here.
Yeah, my mate in Pattaya. Hi, Kev. I put some of my videos up on YouTube. My channel is called My Mate in Pattaya. Take a look at my zip wire vid at Pattaya Park. I can't, mate. I sat on the wall, I pooped my pants, and I got back off and climbed off it again. I don't do heights. I really don't. But nice to see you got a new channel. I will check it out.
Okay. Go on. There's another one for you to hunt down, Warren.
I've already hunted it down. So he's got little 2 to 3 minute information pieces. I'm guessing.
All right. If you guys okay, shout out your channel. We'll Warren's collecting all the links to them. We'll put them at the end of the show. Okay.
Looks like it's brand new as well. It's only a day old. So there you go.
Is it any good?
My mate Pattaya.
My mate Pattaya, yeah.
Where in Asia would you like to visit and vlog if money allowed? Phuket or Koh Samui, they're both expensive.
Yeah. Money allowed. Wow.
Do you think Thais actually like the foreigners or just put up with us? No, they actually like us. How's that?
That's all the answer you can give.
Money, Kev. I like your money, mate.
Well,
I like your money.
There's always a reason to like you.
The reason why they like you is your money. And everyone, all the Thais think because you're there, you're a millionaire. And you've got a right to be touched because you're a Farang and you're not Thai. So that's always the double pricing circumstance in Thailand.
Yeah,
I actually agree with each other. I'm sorry.
You want to be.
If you look at the wages, the daily wage of Thai people, there is a lady that works 12 hours a day at the market. She gets 450 baht a day.
That's right.
Now that equates to 37.5 baht an hour.
Yeah.
That's not even £1 an hour. It's just over $1 an hour US. So how can she go to a tourist place and pay 100 baht or whatever to get in? We earn in the West, we're earning £10, £15, £20 an hour.
Yeah, and why do you come to Thailand for though, Kevin? Because it's cheap prices, and you get over and you've got to pay 2-tier pricing.
No, Mr. 747, thank you very much, sir.
Ask a question, 747.
I agree with it. I agree with it.
I disagree with it, mate. All as well.
We earn much, well, I don't anymore, but we earn much more money.
Yeah.
Than we would earn in a week probably more than they earn in a month.
That's correct, yes.
And all these places, these big places, still have to be kept up. If you look at Nong Nooch Gardens, the amount of money they spend every day in there, for 500 baht to go in there, 150 baht for a Thai, which is a third of their wages per day. For 500 baht, it's less than an hour, and it was worth every single penny. It costs a fortunes to run these places. That's why I agree with it. I'm sorry. I've just lost 8,000 subscribers.
Yes, I was just unsubscribing.
I don't have an issue with it, but I just have a mandate, the fact that if there is a 2-tier pricing, I just simply will not tip. Right? I've paid my tip
from a moderator. Thank you very much, sir.
That's why you're moderator, Steve.
I understand what you're saying, but if you look on the Thai's point of view, they would never be able to afford to go in there. Why should they lower it for us when we're earning a lot of money? I think half the time that we come here, whether to live or holiday, we're almost taking advantage of the prices sometimes. And no, Stephen,
Kevin, why do you come to Thailand? Because it's cheap. Is that correct?
Well, that's how a lot of people do.
You're saying we pay more. Okay, stop paying 15,000 for that house. I want you to pay 30. Okay, do the right thing. That's called 2-tier pricing. That's the end of the story.
Yeah.
Often, Stephen, they pick their mark too.
Yeah.
If they think they can bung you up for 2-tier pricing, that they will. But if they know you speak Thai, or they can pick your manner, or they see the glint in your eye that you're not a newbie, they're sometimes hesitant, to charge you a 2-tier pricing, a much expensive price. Like when I jump into a taxi, I never speak English. I always tell them, where I want to go to, where I want to go to in Thai. I'd say, don't worry about the meter, how much? And if it's reasonable, I'll just pay them, because say you're going somewhere and it's a 60 baht fare. Well, I don't mind giving them 100 baht or 150 baht. Because you're burning a taxi for an hour or something. It's peak hour traffic, and I don't mind you're paying a little bit extra. I certainly object to paying 300 baht for a 100 baht fare at 2 o'clock in the morning.
That's my gripe. I mean, look, Kevin's correct in what he says. They can't afford it. Okay, fine. But I don't see the point if they're charging the local Thai people 50 baht and we have to pay 500. I mean, it's a bit over the top.
Yeah,
that's what I'm complaining. Yeah, twice. Yeah, okay, you can handle that. Or if it's 100 to get in, you pay 200. Okay, fine. But I mean, I went to one place. It was the Thais were free. And I had to pay 200 to go into a floating market. I didn't go in. They lost it. I just stayed outside.
I took my wife and my little boy to Wat Prakau years ago, and I think the fee's 500 baht to get into Wat Prakau now. Anyway, my wife took my little boy. There's two queues, of course. There's a queue for the Thais, which is free, and a queue for the Westerners, or Flungs, which is 500 baht. My wife took my little boy, through the Thai queue, and they stopped him. They stopped my wife. They say, no, he's a Flung. He's a Flung. He'll have to go and pay, 500, baht in the Western queue, for the Westerners. And my wife put on a performance, but he certainly didn't get in for nothing. He had to pay the 500 baht to get in, and he's half Thai, and he looks Thai as well. He looks Thai.
Yeah, but
he had to pay because Dad was a Westerner.
If you've got a Thai driving license or motorbike license, and you show that, that's all I did at Nong Nooch Gardens. I showed my motorbike license, and I got in for Thai price.
They won't do it now. Where I went to, Kevin, they wouldn't let me in. They had to pay. I showed them my license, I showed them everything.
Was you wearing that shirt? There's always a reason, Stephen.
I agree with what you say about, they can't afford you. You're correct, Kevin, but I mean, sometimes it just gets under your skin,
Yeah, it can do, but I don't let him. I don't let it get under my skin. I'm not here to be wound up. I won't allow it. If I do something wrong and I have a row, an argument, I don't. With a Thai guy, I nearly took one off a motorbike the other week. I turned left off along Sukhumvit Road. I turned off left to stop somewhere. I nearly missed it, so I shot in quick. I didn't see the taxi driver on the motorbike that I nearly took out with me.
Yeah.
He went absolutely mental. Yeah. It was my fault. Yeah. I gave him 100 baht and apologised, and he was acting as a sandboy.
Motorbike taxi, yeah.
With him, or I could argue back with him and cause a shitstorm.
Yeah, got the police around. You would have gone.
I walk away. He's happy.
That's right.
But in all honesty, I was literally a second from putting him in hospital.
Yeah, I know. I've been in that.
It's so easy to just, here's 100 baht. I'm very sorry. Give it one of that. And he was happy.
Yeah.
You don't have to argue with anyone or row with them.
You don't.
Especially when it was my fault.
Yeah, especially when you're in Thailand. A lot of Falungs come over, or visitors, tourists, and in our country, in your country, and all of them, we used to raising our voice when we want to say our opinion. They don't do that in Thailand. They never raise their voice. If they start to raise their voice, a Thai person, you've got problems. And the tourists are coming over and raising their voice and think it's because it's natural for them to do that. And Thais take it very offensively, and you can get into a fight. But, like Kev's been here for a while, and I've been here for a while. So, if he had to hit that motorbike or whatever he done or cut him off, he would have spoke to him calmly and normally and no problem. But if Kevin had got out and started yelling at him, whoa.
Oh, yeah, tell me about it.
Fat Besty.
No, surrounded.
Even if it's my fault, even if it's not my fault, especially if it's not my fault, I apologise. Walk away.
Yeah, better off.
Big Fat Besty in the house.
Oh, look out.
How are you, Tom? Thanks for your hospitality on Wednesday night. Oh, you're welcome, mate. I can't wait. We'll get out and have a beer one night. Hope you enjoyed the Muay Thai show. If they need an announcer, let me know. That would be a good night. We'll get a big UK night up and see if Tom can be in the MC for the Max Muay Thai. Could be a fun night. Yeah, I could have done a vlog from his hospital bed. I could have done. Give respect to get respect. Yes, absolutely. Every time. For 100 baht, it's not worth the bother. And £2. Yeah, I know I'm Thai. I've always has been. If I offered 100 baht and he wanted 200, I wouldn't have got it at 150, would I? Hello, Besties took over. Bintman, I've lived in Pattaya for a year now, but going back to the UK in October, I've learned here you need to be well set up financially to stay out here for a long period of time. Being 50 helps with the visas too. Of course. How old are you, Bintman? How old are you? You cannot earn money. People come out in their 40s, even their 30s, and they want to stay here, they want to work here. What about when you retire, when you reach old age and you can't work? You're not going to get any sort of retirement. You won't earn enough money here to get a retirement, to put a pension. Yeah. I'm pleased you realised that you need to go to England and work and get a pension. Chuck gone home yet, Kev? Yes, he left this morning back to, I think he's got a night in Korat and then on to home. Anyone agree with me? They've all gone. Stephen having another poo?
I don't know. Is he? It looks like he slipped out for some reason.
Don't know. Am I right or wrong? He's watching another channel. He's watching something worth watching. SUKAHORN. John, someone wants to know what you think of Pattaya Pariah's vlogs, videos. Did you see any?
I've seen a couple of his vlogs. I think he puts out good work, but Pattaya Pariah's, you know, like you, Kevin, like Steve, you know, he's trying to show Pattaya through his eyes, and he puts out a good production. But I don't follow him. I'm not subscribed to his channel, but I don't subscribe to to too many Thai channels. I like this format very much because we've got the Aussies up there, mate. I stick with my own, and as you both probably found out, Kev, sometimes Wazza and Steve might pull your leg a little bit, mate. We've got a particular sort of wit, the Aussies, which we understand, and sometimes other countries don't. But we're more inclined to rag each other than tap each other on the back.
Yeah.
You agreed, what?
Yeah, well, I totally 100%. Most people don't get the Aussie humour.
I don't get it, Warren. I'm always nice to you. You have to keep bunging shit on me all the time.
just get a life. Get a life.
Can you wear Lacey L? Can you wear a gold Rolex down Walking Street with safety? Of course you can. Yeah, no worries.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I always wear a
gold. Just tell us when you're doing it, so we'll be all there waiting for you.
I always wear a gold watch.
Young man.
I always wear a lot of gold in Thailand. I use it for an emergency sometimes. You can save your life.
Cost him a Rolex for a beer.
Oh well, the smart ones wear a copy. They'll take their real one, leave that in the safe. And wear a copy out if they want to.
Yeah.
Well, that's a big market spinner as well. All the fake gold.
Fake gold
out there on the street buying gold chains and the watches. You know what they are.
Yeah.
But if you offered gold chains on the street, sellers, not all that glitters is gold. Yeah.
That's it.
SUKAHORN. When I first came to Thailand, it was 95, whatever it was. Every year I'd come and buy a few watches. I had 20 of them, all copies. I thought to myself, I'll buy a real Rolex. I never wore the bloody thing. I think I sold the copies. I'm not sure if I sold the Rolex or the coffee.
Yeah. Meaw, as a regular visitor to Thailand 4 to 6 months a year, can I apply for a Thai motorbike license? Yes, you can. If you have a motorbike license on your license, like the motorbike motif, even if you're from the UK and it says temporary 125cc, you can get a motorbike license in Thailand. They'll change it. You'll do a small test, literally colourblind test, brake test. You'll sit a video. It's going to take a day or two, but you can get it. It's not expensive. Is Pattaya still full of Indians? You know, I don't understand that. You know, there's too many Chinese, too many Indians. We can rib them, but they're as entitled to come here on holiday as we are.
That's right.
And the Indians, the Indians pay 2,000 baht, I believe, at the airport on entry for 15 days visa, not 30 days.
Mm.
So really, to the Thais, the more Indians that come paying 2,000 baht for 15-day visa is more for Thailand. I really don't understand why they moan about Indians, Chinese. Enjoy.
I'll tell you why, Kev.
Oh, look,
I'll tell you. Years ago, you know, on the beach resorts, you know, you'd have a couple of umbrellas, and there'd be people there, and there'd be, you know, food vendors, you know, and they'd be trying to sell food to you on the beach, and you'd be sitting under their umbrellas and sitting in their seats. That's in the day before you had to pay for seats. But, you know, they'd be there trying to serve you food, and along would come the Indians with they used to have a large tray on their head with all these different nuts.
Yeah,
you know, and
they still got it. They're still here.
You know, nuts. Yeah, and they try and sell it to the foreigners. You know, and you know, like it's like walking into someone's shop and trying to sell, you know, someone, you know, an item, you know, in someone else's shop. And the Thais objected to that, and they got a very bad name in the 70s, and the early 80s, and you know, they were given, you know, a certain name by the Thais, which I won't mention here. But
look, the SUKAHORN, the problem with the Chinese, I mean, they complain about the Chinese. Look, if you get 5 busloads full of Aussies going into one area, they're going to be loud. They're going to be obnoxious. It's not the Chinese. Their behaviour. It's just the amount of them. You know, in one area at one time. You know, you put 3 or 4 bus roads full of Americans, you'll have the same problem. So, and well, same with the Indians, I guess.
And I'm pretty sure it happens in other countries too. You know, like Thailand still is a, you know, a land crossing, so it's easy for them to get here. Did I pass the colorblind test? Yes, I managed to get my license renewed. Again, I had a bit of trouble with the Ishtar dot test, because seriously, those colors just look grey to me from that 12-foot distance. But I managed to guess right. You know, I could tell the shading between the red and the green, which got me through. But yeah, when they did the second test, so I've never done this one before. The second test is you put your head in this little thing, and there's a light at either side, and they change the colors, and they're actual lights that shine. Had no problem with that one at all.
Look at Stephen Monash's last comment, will you? Since I've started carrying a flag, I've probably got a lot more followers.
Did you read the one up? Did you read the one up at the top of that? It should be 10. When Kevin said was it 2,000 baht? It should be 10,000 baht. Yeah. Some of you guys type some funny stuff in here.
Yeah. The only time Chinese ever bother me is 9 AM when their buses are parked outside the hotel for the day tour. Tom was screaming last year, Big Fat Besty. They were pulling up the buses at 7 AM outside his hotel. Outside his hotel room was just above the front of the reception. They get down to the beach road, loads of them, buses and buses. I reckon Pattaya Beach in the morning, 7 AM, the Chinese going over to the islands for the day trips out.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Like Dunkirk on there.
I like it when you go to the airport, Kevin, you're getting on the plane, the Chinese have to sort out their luggage as they're going through the where you book your ticket. And it's just covered in all shit everywhere, and there's suitcases open and they're packed. Oh, you take this for me? And, oh, you should have seen it at the airport I was just at. Unbelievable. There was a whole busload full of them doing it right where you walk in. Can't you do it in your hotel room?
I've been quoted 3,500 Thai baht today to help you get a Thai bike car license. That's 3,500 for both, i.e. 1,750 each. Lift to the driving test centre plus assistance. Is this a good deal? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'll have some of that. Who was it with? Who was it with? I'll put some of my people that want them towards them.
Yeah.
It was 5,000 when I came here 2 years ago. It was 5,000 for the 2 licenses.
I paid 6,000.
Did you use an agency?
I used the service. Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably better off doing it. I didn't use one. I think you're better off to use an agency.
But quite honestly, like that whole day was a waste. Yesterday on Wednesday,
Yeah.
I'd have rather paid the 5,000 baht and spent the day with my girl rather than spend the day driving around with my girl.
At the moment, Warren, is the amount of people going, and mainly Thais, going now to get their licenses. There was hundreds of them.
Yeah, that's crazy.
3 hours, 50 minutes, not to do the test, just to get the license. Then it already passed the test on Sunday.
I failed my first one.
Yeah, well, you would.
I was driving up to the thing, and we got to stop. She said, blah, blah, blah. I said, I don't speak Chinese. What did you say? I went in there. I think I went 2 inches over the line.
The Chinese don't understand the perception of queuing. No, it's down to culture. They don't in their country.
No.
First
in, best dressed.
I think the same. The Indians have a bit of a like who gets in and aggression gets it. It's down to culture, unfortunately.
No, well, that's the way they are.
That's how they are. Yeah.
If you want to stand there and let them do it, well, it's up to you. I don't. I said, come on, go to the back or whatever I do.
Yeah. Lance Link, where is the closest crystal clear water beach with fine sand to swim from Pattaya? Koh Long. Go down the other end of Walking Street, Bali High's Pier. The ferry across is 30 baht. Beautiful beaches, clear water. Hi, Kev. Could you do a more up-to-date video on the cost of living in Thailand? Yeah, of course I can.
As a Sweden, I was at the Russian bar up the stairs on Walking Street, and mega expensive. I saw Chinese spending 700 baht for a drink, one drink. Wow, yeah. I've never been to those Russian bars, but that'd be incredible.
Kev Prung was saying to me today that it was 4,000 baht for a lap dance.
How much?
4,000 baht for a lap dance.
Oh, you're doing that pretty cheap, John.
What you've also got to remember is the Chinese and the Indians are the new Europeans.
Yeah.
Being ripped off in the clubs, in the bars, the jet ski scams.
Yeah.
They're all Indians out on these jet skis now. It's they're your new victims. So you've got to have a turnover of victims, haven't you? Not a problem. Everyone needs them.
On Pattaya, there's one for you, Kev.
No, I'm living in Sea.
Redo just asked me, how did you learn to speak Thai SUKAHORN? Did you take lessons? Yeah, I did take lessons here in Australia. I did it in short course here, but I'd learned most of my Thai, from books. Just studying books, before I got married to my first wife. I thought, I'm going to marry her, marry a Thai woman, I should pay the respect, at least, know what her native language is. So I learned Thai then, but I've always found it as a, great advantage, I'd rather know what, someone's, speaking about than what, than what they're not in Thailand. And in fact, when I,
John, read Steve. Read what Steve Modest's typed.
Yes, well, that's true, Stephen. That's true. I've learned more Thai speaking to women, than what I have to blokes. Certainly. But I remember once I was in Chinatown. I was buying stuff from a shop, and I had my daughter with me, and she speaks Thai, and there were 4 or 5 Thai blokes. They were sitting down. They had those trolleys. It was lunchtime. They were sitting down and having a rest. And one Thai bloke said to the other one, they said, look at the Falang, chick with the dirty old man. You know, they thought I was walking down the street with a 16-year-old girl. They didn't realise it was my daughter. Well, my daughter snapped, and she went over to these 5 blokes, and she just got stuck into them in Thai. What are you talking about? She said. Now, this is my father. He's been coming here for 20 years. How dare you say that? You know, and she took on these 5 Thai blokes. Well, I've grabbed her by the hand and I said, get out of here. You know, so we walked down to the end of the street, you know, and I said to her, I said, look, thanks very much for doing that and sticking up for your dad. But I said, if you ever do that again, I said, you're going to get into trouble for me. Because, look, you know, I said, you can't take on 5 of them. You know, I said, they only have to turn on you. And, you know, they're all carrying knives. I said, just keep your mouth shut in future. It doesn't matter what people say, just ignore it. It's better to understand what they say and not show any reaction, you know, than to react to things like that. But no, she wanted to take them on. She wanted to fight them. You know, but I didn't think it was wise. But you know, she's grown up a little bit now. And, you know, she's in her 30s now, so she's a bit wiser with how to approach timing. But you know, that's what they naturally think. You know, I'm walking down the street, you know, with my daughter, you know, and these blokes think, you know, well, that's my girlfriend.
Yeah. It's a sad thing, John, but it does happen.
It does happen. It does happen, mate.
What can you do about it?
Random Asia, the Chinese start investing in Thailand and the prices are going to skyrocket, possibly.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that might happen.
It's still cheap to buy property in Thailand. And they're moving their money out, so
yeah. Me and Warren were talking about this the other day, Kev. Not so much Thailand. In Australia, I think Warren told me that they're going into they make up suburbs, right? Like what do you call it? Housing estates.
Yeah,
they're buying the whole lot.
Yeah.
Well, they're buying up Cambodia.
Yeah.
You know, you go
Australia,
huh?
They're buying up Australia here, mate. I don't know about Cambodia. You're like,
worse than Thailand, Kev.
Yeah,
they're buying everything.
They're buying up the planet.
Yep. Can't conquer it, you buy it.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
It's an absolute fact. The reason why housing prices have increased in Australia so much is because of the Chinese.
Yeah.
Because of the Chinese.
Well, your government's let them do it.
Now the housing market in Australia is actually fallen.
The English did the same to Spain in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
We pushed the prices up in Spain to an incredible amount. The Spanish in Mojaca, the youngsters, they can't afford to buy a house in Mojaca where they were born mainly because of the British.
Mr. Markov's right. He's just nominated a suburb there in Melbourne, Box Hill. Yeah, it's that used to be a suburb in Melbourne, which was an old retirement place for war veterans. Now, a lot of war veterans went to Box Hill, but it's spot the Aussie now. You go to Box Hill, you won't see a white man in Box Hill now.
Yeah.
Oh well. What a good question. There, it disappeared. Oh well.
Oh well. We're going to start winding it down shortly. I need to finish the 10:15. I've got to take Nan back to work to close the store.
Close the store. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that's only 10 minutes away, isn't it?
Yes. 12.
Right, you got all your links there ready, Warren?
I do have the links. So
he's a good little soldier.
I have to do them one at a time, unfortunately, so just bear with me.
Mr. SUKAHORN, you just put out a video you're telling me today that on Pattaya in the early 80s or something. Did you do that?
Oh, that's been up for a little while, that video on Pattaya. But, But I put out a video, David, for Dead Farung.
Yeah, okay.
He was talking on Thailand. They're good interviews with him.
Yeah, I haven't watched it, John, but I'll have a look at it after this, actually. I haven't had time to watch it. But
he's a great player. He's a great player, Dead Farung. He really is. He's
a good guy.
Yeah.
What a wonderful channel.
He puts his time into when he gets motivated. But like he's a young bloke and he's over there. There's a lot more distractions. For him over in Thailand at his age, than what is for me. I can see why he doesn't want to sit down and make videos all the time. He can be out enjoying himself.
All right. We're closing now, ladies and gentlemen. That's why all the links are going up.
Big Fat Besty, do you want to put his up as well?
Yeah,
Big Fat Besty. Oh, look, he's a good little soldier, that Warren guy. Look at this.
Good little
I
soldier,
don't think we've missed anybody there.
Yeah.
You're wrapping fingers there,
What
Warren.
about you didn't put me and Kevin up there?
Who wants to bloody subscribe to you?
No,
Everybody.
no.
You're a damn host. Your links are in the description box down below.
Yeah, good night, John. Bangkok travel. Good night, mate.
And thanks, Stephen, for moderating.
You're still out there, mate.
Yeah, thanks everybody for moderating.
You didn't ban me.
No, yeah, Steve Monash, thank you very much.
You didn't get banned.
Mark Lau, thank you very much. Who else was out there? Who else was moderated? I can't remember. I think a couple of them dropped off.
Toe Ball, I think he was one.
Toe Ball was out there. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I am going back through them all, but
And we will try to get Big Fat Besty on this talk back at some stage when he's settled somewhere.
yeah, we'll get him. The problem is, while he's here, is the internet in the hotels is absolutely. Most of them are awful. So it's not easy. We'll try. We'll try. He'd be good. We want to get Archie on.
Yeah,
Mr. Luxury.
Yeah, okay, mate. We'll see if we can sew that up for you this week, mate. He's keen.
Yeah,
I think he'll be right next week. His kids will be back to school, and he'll have a bit of time on a Friday night.
we're still working on Dead Farang.
yeah. I was going to say Dead Farang. He hasn't got to show himself. Obviously, he can hide behind the quilt or something.
Yeah, or Burka.
We'll try, but I think he'll battle to get in, and he likes a very, very low profile. Well, he's seen you a dozen times, Kevin.
I don't blame him.
Sorry?
Robert, Josh, thank you very much. James on the Jones game for Toby shortly. Packing his case over the weekend. Good boy.
Answer the dog. I think Collingwood will get up.
Okay, Metropole. Maybe I'm not streaming the phone. On the Google Hangouts, you're going to have 3 or 4 on us, Tom, and I'm not sure. That's why Pattaya Droner very kindly said I could use his. I could come and punch a bit of electric and a bit of Wi-Fi, bit of internet. I'd like to thank him for that. Otherwise, we wouldn't have had one tonight.
Yeah.
He hasn't fed me though. Oh, Ned's making me dinner as well now.
Oh, you got everything.
Mate, you better be slipping him 1,000 baht for hosting with him.
Up, Warren. Yeah.
How come you don't give him a finger, Warren?
Okay. Quick. The only finger we want to give Kev is this finger. Hit that like button.
Like up there, guys. If you could, that'd be really good.
That's all right. I'll make up some accounts and top it up.
Yeah, okay.
and go to Stephen's channel.
Yeah, thank Eyes of a Tire for us. Thank you, Eyes of a Tire.
You're welcome.
Free.
Where is she?
The sexy Ned.
Dave Stack Fox off for a Ruby. Good boy.
And thanks for Mr. SUKAHORN for coming on. It was a great you come on. Good chat.
Check him out. His channel's really worth checking.
Yeah, it's really
great
good
stuff there from the early days.
Yeah.
It's nice to have him.
Thank you very much, gentlemen, for the opportunity. Thank you very much indeed. It's much appreciated. I enjoy your work, fellas. I get a smile and a laugh out of you, and you're just 3 battlers, having a go, trying to share a bit of the beauty and the love you have to Thailand, to everyone else, and I appreciate that. I know Warren loves the joint, and you love the joint, Kev. And Stephen's there, he's sitting back and enjoying himself. He's on a good wicket over there. It's appreciated that you try and share your experience with others, because it's very hard to describe it verbally. But when you put the video up, you know, at least some people who don't have the opportunity to get there, you know, can see what a wonderful place Thailand is.
Oh, look, I think all three of us, we want to help people to understand Thailand better. You know,
yes.
And how to live here and what to do. And I mean, Kevin does it from Pattaya. I mean, you know, things are different down there, and me and Maury are doing Bangkok, and you know, you got a pretty good coverage there. Yeah.
Yeah, good on you, fellas. You need to be commended for it. You're doing a good job in my book.
Thanks, John.
Thank you very much, John, and thank you. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on tonight. An absolute pleasure, mate. Yeah. Thank you very much for joining us.
Maybe you can come on some other time.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll get you back again. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We're just waiting for Kevin to hit the stop button. He won't be long.
I am. Yeah,
hang on a minute. Nit's in the background. Give us a couple of minutes.
Let's see Nit again. Let's see. We want to see that cute ass. Come on.
Come say goodbye to them.
Yeah.
There she comes.
Hey, see you later, Nit.
Bye.
Yeah. Sorry, Club.
Bye.
Sorry, Club.
Name.
There. See you, Dan. Sorry, Club.
Hey, bye-bye.
And my girl hasn't got home from school yet.
What about that Bryan man over in the middle? What's he watching on that?
Bryan.
What's he watching?
Porn.
Oh, for God's sake!
He's watching us. He's helping us.
Right.
Anyway, thank you very much.
Okay, Kev.
Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you again next week with Warren.
Warren, yeah. Warren,
good on you, Kev. Thumbs up for Kev.
Yeah, and, the thumbs up.
Stephen.
God bless you all. Thank you very
You're
much.
You're dead, Warren.
Good night.
Bye for now. Oh.